ìgbà ọ̀tun ti dé ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ọ̀tun ti dé ọmọ Odùduwà. kò ṣẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. kò ṣẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. àsìkò ti tó ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó ọmọ Odùduwà. kò ṣẹlẹ́sìmẹ̀sìn mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. ọmọ Odùduwà rìpọ́blìkì asọ̀wásowó asọ̀wásọmọ asọ̀wásálàfíà àìkúbalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yàmọ́ àfẹ́lẹ́sìmẹ̀sìmọ́ àwọn ìjọba wa ara wọn nìkan náà jà fún. ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbé rìpọ́blìkì láwùjẹ Odùduwà rìpọ́blìkì ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbé lárugẹ. kó lè san wá sówó kó lè san wá sọ́mọ asan wá sálàfíà àìkúbalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀. àní àsìkò yìí ti tó ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò yìí ti tó sẹ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. ẹ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn gbogbo àgbààgbà Yorùbá látòrí emeritus professor Banji Akintoye, comrade mi ń kọ́ Victor Taiwo, olóyè Sunday Igboho. ẹ bá mi tọ́jú bàbá tèmi ààrẹ Gani Adams àti gbogbo Yorùbá akíkanjú ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà lókè òkun látòrí Mr. Adékúnlé Adépọ̀jù. àní ìgbà ọ̀tun ti dé ọmọ Odùduwà. ìgbà ọ̀tun ti dé ọmọ Odùduwà. àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. àfẹ́lẹ́sìmẹ̀sìmọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. ẹ̀ ń fọ́fọ́ Odùduwà republic ó náwó ẹ̀ sókè. èmi náwó mi. ẹni tó ń fẹ́ Odùduwà republic ẹni tó ń fẹ́ Odùduwà republic kó náwó ẹ̀ sókè ni. èmi náwó mi.
We're not getting our transmissions into other platforms, so I'm not too sure if the broadcast is going to go ahead as planned. So this might end up being like a test broadcast because at the moment we're having problem with the, okay, there's no audio. Because I can't see my other platform running, even though it's going live, but it's not coming through. So we're not sure what is happening at the moment. So while we're still trying to resolve that, we're just gonna continue just talking. So I can't do any program until I get that resolved. So I'm not sure what is going on. Something is blocking something. So we just have to think what I should for now. I can't do any program if I can't get all the other units up and running. So I call a buy for now, so probably leave the topic for on hold. But the Facebook is not on, and the other platforms is not up and running as well. So I'm not sure. So whatever it is, I don't know. Technology too much wahala. We have our own system. To get our learning system here. As long as you don't own the system, because the Facebook is live, but it's not operating. I can't say anything. Muki ya funkala je kalema. Kalema my comfort. So motivation any program, we're just gonna be talking until I'm trying to resolve the problem. So the koikimedia is live, but I can't say anything on my screen. So I'm not sure what is going on. Koiki the doer is not starting. So that is blocking as well. On Lolori phone, Lolori software. So the whole system is a little bit on a glitch. So Mokibu Wala and consequently Kaleni BT on Kalukuawa. Ushidada buying technology. You can never trust it up to the full extent. Especially when you're dealing with too many of these social media platforms that belongs to other people that we are managing. Because I call any platform, so not sure what is going on. So we turn this to like a test transmission until I'm able to resolve the problem. Because our Komari program and it's not to make sense. YouTube Nikono stable, all the other platforms are not up and running. I don't know why, but I have to continue to review it. So not too sure why. So I'm just gonna go back and play that music while I'm still working behind the scenes. So in case it's not about the YouTube, I'm talking about the Facebook. There's nothing wrong with the YouTube. Our Facebook, all the two Facebook is not up and running. So I'm gonna be working behind the scenes, so it might take some time to come back. If otherwise they will end the broadcast while I deal with it. But I'm gonna just go back and be playing the music while I deal with the problem.
ọkùnrin wà wá wówó ẹnì kẹtẹ níye ó ń bẹ lájò ó tún bẹ nílé àkàndé òòsà tó ń bá fẹ́fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ òun ní kọńtà ẹlẹ́rù nínú ilé ẹrù jẹjẹ nílẹ̀ jílẹ̀ ní Sunday òun ṣàfihàn fún mu jẹ olótìkọ. bàbá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ìyá ló fi kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́jẹ̀ ìdá ọ̀dọ́ tó méjì ó ṣẹ́dẹ̀ mú tó ní kókó kan ọ̀kadà òun wá sí bàbá ọ̀ṣẹ́ mádàrá ẹlẹ́sà ẹ̀rù mi. ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹni fojú di ọ̀ṣọ́ àbọ̀dé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ omi lè fojú di ọ̀rọ̀ kíkẹ́ ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ Sunday ìgbòho ìgbà tí ló ń péjọ. ọjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti ló ń péjọ sí. àkọjá èèyàn táyé ń péjọ. àkọjá èèyàn táyé ń péjọ bá. ọmọ adéyẹmọ alábìsà bọ́dà rẹ̀ tilẹ̀ ìdíjú bírí ó kúrò ní mọ́lẹ̀ lódì dúdú ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta ìgbòho ó yájú ní òye tó tó dáyé. ó ṣàbẹ̀wò tí ayé ti ti ìyá kan dá. kìnìún bá pẹpẹ bá jalè ògbó kojú. ó ṣàkíyèsí ọpẹpẹ láti fa ẹni wádìí ẹwádìí ayé. obìnrin tó kú ọ̀gọ̀gọ̀ wá yọjú ṣé ní kẹgùn fìkú ṣeré yóò fi kú ṣe fà kó wá gbé. gbogbo kórìíta bá pa àpàgbé ló jẹ tó bá ti kú èrè Sunday ìgbò. ọ̀ṣàmọdé má jẹ́ ìgbòjẹ́lá ọ̀ṣàmọdé ìgbòjẹ́lá aládìsá má jẹ́ ìgbòjẹ́lá àti èèyàn táyé ń pè kọ́. ẹni fojú di ọ̀ṣà àbọ̀dé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ omi lè fojú di ọ̀rọ̀ kíkẹ́ ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ Sunday ìgbòho ọ̀ṣà tí ló ń péjọ. ọ̀ṣà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti ló ń péjọ sí. àkọjá èèyàn táyé ń péjọ. àkọjá èèyàn táyé ń péjọ bá. ọmọdé fún ìyókò ojú ẹ̀yìn ọjọ́ kan lójú wẹ́rẹ́ máa ń pa ní ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday kọ́ o. òròmọdìyẹ tó bá fojú di àṣà Sunday kò ní kọlàgbà kún kékeré. ojúkójú ò ṣe fi ìwọ ògbówó ojú kan bá náà òfin fọlọ́ máa fọ́. báwa burú lọ́kàn sí Sunday ẹ̀mí tó lóru ẹ̀ àgbọ̀jọ́ òkú. àpáta ńlá ni kò ṣe dárí sọ bó ní ká bá gboyà tó forí sọ ọ́ fífọ́ lórí ọ̀hún máa fọyán dà. Sunday ló ń ṣá abẹ́lé ní ká sọ pé òpin ewu ńlá ní Sunday fọlá burú tó bá ti ń gbọ̀gbọ̀ yá bẹ̀rẹ̀. orí ẹni fojú di ọ̀ṣà àbọ̀dé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ omi lè fojú di ọ̀rọ̀ kíkẹ́ ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ Sunday ìgbòho ọ̀ṣà tí ló ń péjọ. ọ̀ṣà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti ló ń péjọ sí. àkọjá èèyàn táyé ń péjọ. àkọjá èèyàn táyé ń péjọ bá. lókè oríkì Sunday ó wá ń bínú ó ń ṣàkópa jùlọ ló ń bínú sí. sọ́kọ́lá ló ṣe ẹ̀dá Sunday tó ṣe é lẹ́sà nínú ayé pátá. ewé tó ń jẹ́ tó ṣe ń já sóògùn o aláwọ̀ tí ó jàjà ẹni kò yọjú ẹni mẹ́wẹ́ mọ́kùn èyí tó ń jẹ́ ájúbà fún ìṣàkóso ó lè jẹ́. kò ṣe é ṣàfihàn oògùn kò ṣe é pèrí iná ní Sunday kò ṣe é bímú. mo fẹ́ bí abẹ́kùn ó máa gbóná májẹ̀ púpọ̀ jù ẹ̀ ewu ní. òòṣà tí o kí ń bá wọn kẹ́kọ̀ọ́kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò bá a lójijì akíní kò tú wá sílẹ̀ ní kúdúkúdú. ogun kì í bá alábò láàbò ni o láàbò ni o ogun kì í bá alábò láàbò ni. Sunday bọ́ọ̀lù ṣáàtú ọmọdé pẹ̀lú kọ́mọ́ra ìgbà tó bá tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló máa jẹ́ Sunday. ẹni fojú di ọ̀ṣà àbọ̀dé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ omi lè fojú di ọ̀rọ̀ kíkẹ́ ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ Sunday ìgbòho ọ̀ṣà tí ló ń péjọ. ọ̀ṣà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti ló ń péjọ sí. àkọjá èèyàn táyé ń péjọ. àkọjá èèyàn táyé ń péjọ bá. wọ́n bá wí níbi wo bẹ̀ ìyọ́nú àdìsá ni ó àpòlà tó jẹ́ kó ní máa hàn tó bá fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí tòòṣà òun kì í kí lérí òun gba àdìsá gbọ́ o aládìsá ni transformer àṣegbè mi ó fẹ́ tọ̀nà nìyí o. wọ́n bá wí níbi wo bẹ̀ ìyọ́nú àdìsá ni ó àpòlà tó jẹ́ kó ní máa hàn tó bá fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí tòòṣà òun kì í kí lérí òun gba àdìsá gbọ́ o aládìsá ni transformer àṣegbè mi ó fẹ́ tọ̀nà nìyí o. Àwílé wọ́n bá wí níbi wo bẹ̀ ó bẹ̀ ó bẹ̀ ọ̀la ọba ìwí níbi ọbẹ̀ ìyọnu àdìsálẹ̀ ọwà kòlà ó jẹ́ tó lé márùn tó bá fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí tó ó kì í ẹtí lé ní ọgbà àdìsá o aládìsá gbọ́ o àdìsá transformer má ṣe gbé mi mo fẹ́ tán náà nìyẹn o. ọba ìwí níbi ọbẹ̀ ìyọnu àdìsálẹ̀ ọwà kòlà ó jẹ́ tó lé márùn tó bá fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí tó ó kì í ẹtí lé ní ọgbà àdìsá ọlọ́lá àgbà mo ṣe lóko rẹ̀ ọlọ́lá àgbà mo ṣe lóko rẹ̀ aláàánú ayé tó ga jù ohun tó bá ṣí ta ló lè tì ohun tó bá tì ta ló lè ṣí ìwọ ni omi lásán dé kò sóhun ọlá rẹ̀ màmí ìwọ ni mò ń kí lára ẹ̀ láyé iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ pọ̀ gan tí mo bá wá kí Sunday ò tẹ̀fẹ̀ kọ́ o ẹnu kọ́ iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ pọ̀ gan ó dára sí ayé Sunday o. ọbẹ̀ ìwé níbi wọ́n bẹ̀ ìyanu àdìsá ni ọba kọ́lá ọjọ́ ìkọ́lé ẹ̀kọ́rọ̀ tó bá fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí kọ́lá ó kí ẹ ti lérò fúnra àdìsá kọ́ aládìsá ti transform àṣọ̀bẹ̀ mo fẹ́ sọ́dọ̀ ní ìyá. yẹ́yẹ́ wà fẹ́jọ́ ẹ̀sùn rẹ̀ o. yẹ́yẹ́ wà fẹ́jọ́ Sunday sùn ẹ̀ ọlọ́run ọba mi. mo ṣe ń sọ ẹ́ sáyé ẹ̀ kò fi sáwọn aláìní bàbí. ó ṣe bó nílé ṣe bá lè lò ọlọ́run tó dùn máa pọ̀ sí i. tiwa láti sábà ti pọ̀ nínú ayé ara máa tẹ̀lé o. àdúrà tèmi náà lè yí o pé láyé o. ìlà yìí síjú àná òkùnrin lára Sunday o. wọ́n bá ìwé níbi wọ́n bẹ̀ yàgbọ́ ìsàmì ọmọ kan lọ́jọ́ máa wọ̀ ọ́ tó lè bára ọ̀la yẹn bí ẹ̀sìn ọ̀ṣọ́ ṣàkíyèsí rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ọ̀gá àti sábà aládìsá ti transform àṣìbẹ̀ Yankee ẹ̀dẹ́lẹ̀ Sunday o. Yankee ẹ̀dẹ́lẹ̀ Sunday o. Àdìsá o máa dé ẹ̀mọ́. Bàbá Abísọ́lá bàbá Àjàmí bàbá Michael Adéyẹmọ. Oníyàwó méjì rọ̀gbàrọ̀gbà ìkan dúdú ìkan pupa. Màmá Adámi bí kọ́rọ̀ yìí tó dúdú àyà aláṣẹ́rò. Ìyá Michael tó pọ́tọ̀ wọ́n tẹ̀sẹ̀ bí ọ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ àwẹ̀. Ilé alájẹkọ́ ló ti bí ilẹ̀ ọmọ Adékùnjì ọmọ Sẹ́ra Àdìsá o. Àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé ó ní bàbá tó kọ̀ọ̀kan jẹ́ kí n já wọn sí. Láìsí ọmọ ìyá jẹ bàbá ẹni ṣe mo wí. Bàbá wa yọ máyọ̀ pa ara àwọn bàbá tó bí ẹ. Kò lánà ṣé o mú ìdí ní àjà ní Bello Ìbàdàn o. Bàbá oníwàásí àgbáyé ọlọ́njẹ́ bàbá ọpẹ́ fún wa. Bàbá ẹni. Wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí níbi wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́dún àdìsá ni ọwọ́ kan. Ọjọ́ ìkọ́lé ẹ̀kọ́ rọ̀ mọ́ ọ̀dọ̀ sí bọ̀. Aláàfin àgbààgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n tẹ́ níbẹ̀ ṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ju ẹrù lẹ̀ sí kò. Ojú orí wọn bẹ nípò kò parun. Àfìgbà tó bá tẹ̀ láwá jẹ nípò tó kó gbogbo ọmọ wọn rọ̀ yọ̀gbẹ̀. Kábíyèsí ọba gun ojú làkọ́kọ́. Tó tó bí aró ọba òpòtò níyù. Torí lórí Ajíbóyèdè, torí lórí ọba tẹ̀lá ṣípa. Òfin òun kọjá, ṣùgbọ́n ló kọ́ mọ̀ yọ wá dónílẹ̀ nípò. Ìgbòho ẹ ti ń ṣoríire bọ̀ lọ́jọ́ gbọ́rọ̀. Ìgbòho ni kò sọ fún òfin òun kọjá. Ìgbòho mọ̀ rẹ̀ nílé Ọ̀yọ́ ìjọsí. Nílé ikú bàbá Yèdè lọ́ba mọ́bàdé wà. Ọ̀sọ́ba tí ó jẹ lọ́yọ̀ọ́ tí ò ní wá forí balẹ̀ fáwọn bàbá rẹ̀ tó jẹ́ kó. Ìdí nìyí tó fi ń kì í lọ́yọ̀ọ́ gbòho. Wọ́n bá wí ìlú. Wọ́n bá wí níbi wọ́n bá ìyanu àdìsá ní ọwọ́ kọ́lá. Ọjọ́ ìkọ́lé ẹ̀mọ́ rọ̀ tó bá fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí bọ̀. Ó kí ẹ kí ilé rẹ̀ wù gbà àdìsá kọ́. Aládìsá ti transform àṣìbẹ̀ mi. Ọjọ́ ìkọ́lé ẹ̀mọ́ àwùyẹ́ o.
Well, still a bit of technical problem. We're able to pick up the transmission on the mobile phone, but nothing is pairing on the software. So I don't know why. So we'll probably just float a little bit because topic Professor Lilori, I wanted to be showing a lot of things, but from the situation now, it's about on a lay CB by, then we can just manage it a little bit for tonight. I might send it. I'm going to send us in koikimedia news page. Let's see if I can. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ tó ń lọ láyé ni sẹ́yìn ọmọ pé ogun mi tún fẹ́ bẹ́lẹ̀ ni pẹ̀lú Serbia àti Kosovo ibi tí a ṣe máa jókòó sórí Koiki ni ẹ̀ ń béèrè ìbéèrè ẹ̀rọ pé Nàìjíríà nìkan ló ní problem ni there's a lot of problem around the world now that's why you come to Koiki Media ibi tí a ti máa gbọ́n tó ń lọ lágbàáyé nìyẹn so ogun kan ti fẹ́ bẹ́lẹ̀ nísìn àbẹ́lẹ̀ láìpẹ́ wọ́n ti move troop lọ sí borderline Kosovo àti Serbia. But it disorganized me a little bit. Let me see if I can turn this around and hopefully we can work with something just tonight. So whatever we can do tonight, we'll try our best. Okay, yeah, me cancels. So I manage the broadcast alone. We're going to have a Facebook and I manage it there. So I want to turn this camera on the light phone to me like this. Now I'm imaging it to charge. I would have loved to use the iPhone to do this, but we'll see how it goes. Let's turn the camera to the front. So I need a front camera here. So let me use this. Yeah. So when my manager, that's how far I can. That's the only way you can enjoy the program. Manager. I think we still have one platform is not on yet, which is the Instagram. It is organizing additionally. That's the reason why the media is not using one or three systems. You have multiple things up and running. So, but we're trying our best. I don't know why. Let's see if we can get the Instagram. And then hopefully we can start and do just a little bit what we can do. Enter our YouTube, we'll be able to see the program properly. So let's kickstart. We've done about 29 minutes already. Let's play the anthem and then we can start. Where's our anthem? There's a current situation going on in Serbia and Kosovo. And we might be waking up tomorrow morning and there might be another war.
Again. No going back. Ìgbòho òòṣà iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ń tẹ̀síwájú. Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣé o, àwọn ọmọ mi ló ń kí yín o. Àwọn ọmọ mi ló ń kí yín o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, a máa délẹ̀ lérí o lórúkọ Jésù. Yorùbá nation.
Moki Bugwakwe Ekaro. A very good morning and welcome to Koikimedia Late Night Conversation. It is Saturday morning, the 27th day of May 2023. The time is just coming up to 15 minutes to 1 a.m. And as we know, it's now 28:29. So 48 hours before there will be a change of government. 48 hours before the government will change over in Nigeria. But officially, the government has already changed. What took place in Abuja, I believe yesterday, I've literally confirmed that Tinubu is going to be leading Nigeria for the next 4 years, at least, if all goes as planned. As the Yoruba people, see a request for a review of the country called Nigeria, which is the map behind me. There has been a lot of different opinion and view surrounding Nigeria. There's two topics I wanted to talk about, but like I said, my system has literally a little bit disorganized, but we still go ahead and do as much as what we can do tonight. And I'm sure probably maybe when I restart the system, everything will go back to normal. It doesn't happen like this, but you know, it's always like that with technology. It won't affect the system now. It doesn't mean anything than just that. It's technology. It's called glitch. Also restart radio. So sometimes our software can low I feel broadcast. And man internal glitch. About it in a glitch. Human impact. The reason why we didn't do Star Radio this morning is because we had a problem with the system. So the whole system was down. And they were doing it later and a lot of issue. So Yoruba nation and sometimes we tend to put blame on things, especially our zombie or for program and all that. I don't listen to all that nonsense because at the end of the day, and Toba mobile technology should operate. Yes, you need the algorithm to help you push your message, which there's nothing wrong with that. But like I always say, follow program. If I follow Timonso, and I repeat in Timonso. YouTube, the software loop. The other broadcast that is going on here is going with the phone. So, I'm mixing Timonso YouTube is different from Facebook. So, normally everything should be going sequence together simultaneously. Now I'm operating two mobile phones with the Facebook, and it's giving me a different view, TV view, landscape or whatever it's called. So that's what I'm saying. So YouTube is a complete different platform. Anthony YouTube colony Facebook, Anthony YouTube colony Google. So, and that literally means the presentation is not going to be as smooth as I would have loved it to, but that's fine. I woke up, Kosovo and Serbia, it's been a situation to think go on for decades. What then it's Obanshi Teba solution see problem here will ever grow. Akombo morani Nigeria now. There's a lot of excitement in Abuja, and they're going to enjoy it as much as 8 years. Is that going to bring peace, unity, nepotism, corruption, better life, ethnic cleansing? Show my change situation nílé, time will tell. Since tí kò ń ṣe bòròró ló fi run government this time around, ẹ má bínú pé I'm still trying to find something because ẹ mọ̀ pé interface ó ti disorganize me there, so normally we can go straight into the program, but and because I educate a lot of people, I'm up on the Facebook and they're not ready to get Facebook. They are just sitting there on the Instagram, and one of my Instagram is not on, so let me try and switch it on so that we can carry them along in the conversation tonight. Mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà. Tó bá mọ platform tó wà lórí ẹ̀, this platform is called Lecture Room. International relationship la máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ ní bíbá. Ta lè link ẹ̀ mọ́ ìjàngbara tá ń jà. Ìjàngbara tá ń jà kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú terrorism, bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú pé a lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ sí. A ní ẹ̀tọ́ tó pọ̀, but tó bá rò pé torí òun sọ pé a ní ẹ̀tọ́, lọ́kàn máa wá gbé ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn wá bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú yàrá, you must be in a different world entirely. Á jẹ́ pé life mi ló ń gbé, ò gbé ní life tí àwa ń gbé. Torí àwa ọmọ ìrànmọ́ aládé, we live in denial. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Mike Ọlá, mo rí lẹ́ǹkan, mo dẹ̀ kí àwa Ìyálájé, mo kí wa media tó wà lábẹ́ ètò. Èmi koikimedia ni mo sọ fún yín pé I will be the last man standing lórí ìrìn àjò tá gbé dání. Bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ̀, ìran Yorùbá máa bọ́ nínú wàhálà tá wà. But torí pé ìgbádùn 8 years bí ó máa mú solution tá ń fẹ́ wá, I am not in the position to say that, torí pé projection tèmi ń wò ó yàtọ̀ sí projection tí politician wò. Politician ti ń ronú another 4 years. Why táwa ṣe rò pé politician nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa? If you're expecting the politician to give you a better Nigeria, you wait for a very long time. Maybe you will get that better Nigeria or not. Time will tell. But one thing that tí kò kí ń mú kí ìlú kó ní unity, it might be once again because, like I said, there's still one of our platform that is still not on, and I'm trying to get it on as quickly as possible. So, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa, and I think that will just be like that. So, gbogbo nǹkan ara manage program lálẹ́ ìbẹ̀, especially on Facebook. It's not the best transmission like that, but kí la fẹ́ ṣe sígbà tí software mi ò dẹ̀ pick signal, èmi dẹ̀ kọ́ mo ní software. So, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n. Èmi á máa sọ pé bó bá máa wá sórí platform tiwa, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní paper àti pen, torí if not, kò sí nǹkan kan tó máa mú lọ, wàá kọ́ gbọ́, and that will be the end of it. But tó bá farabalẹ̀ tí o jókòó, wàá rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́gbọ́n wàá mú jáde kúrò ní bíbá. Àwọn tó ń béèrè fún New Nigeria, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rántí pé ethnic cleansing ó wà nínú Nigeria presently. Ṣé Tinubu lè stop ẹ̀? Tí bá ní ṣé Tinubu lè stop ẹ̀, ní tí wọ́n fi ń ṣàpèjúwe ni pé ṣé Tinubu lè stop àwọn terrorist tó wà nínú Nigeria tí wọ́n ń ṣe jàǹbá fún àwọn indigenous people. Ǹjẹ́ ọmọ ìlú tó ń pè ní Kosovo, ǹjẹ́ ọmọ àwọn tó ń pè ní Serbia, ta làwọn? Kí ló ń fa awuyewuye? Ǹjẹ́ ogun ti bẹ́ńbẹ̀ rí? Kí ló dé tí Serbia declare ìlú tiwọn látara Kosovo? Kí ló dé tí àwọn àgbáyé kan sọ pé àwọn ní fún Kosovo ní full membership. Ìtí gbogbo wa tí a máa ń fẹ́ ni pé a fẹ́ kó máa parọ́ fún wa. Ẹlòmíà máa sọ pé Koiki ó yẹ ká ti gba Yorùbá nation. Màá kàn máa wá wo àwọn tó bá ń béèrè irú ìbéèrè bẹ́ẹ̀ torí pé àwọn ò mọ bí international relationship ṣe ń work. Ẹ bá mọ bí international relationship ṣe ń work, wà á realize pé àná gan ló yẹ ká ti gba Yorùbá nation tó ń sọ yẹn. Big Daddy Sam Okinyi, and I think I'm now more ready to go because Yorùbá nation, mo kí ìyá wa dáadáa lálùbáríkà, ẹ kú iṣẹ́, ẹ̀yin nursing floor manager ní Amẹ́ríkà, ní UK. Iṣẹ́ humanity lẹ́ ń ṣe. Tí èèyàn bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́spítù, iṣẹ́ humanity ni. Iṣẹ́ tó ní long hours tó pọ̀ ni. Ẹlòmíì ti wà lórí floor láti 7 alẹ́ yìí, ó sì di 7 àárọ̀ ọ̀la kó tó ṣíwọ́. Wọ́n máa gba break láàrin méjì ẹ̀. Àmọ́ in tó wà nílé kò tẹ́ gbogbo wa lọ́rùn. Mo fi dárúkọ ìyá wa yẹn, mo kí dáadáa, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin grandma. Èmi á máa wo ohun tó ń lọ lágbàáyé, màá wá máa wo bí ṣe fi ń link ẹ̀ mọ́ ìrìn àjò tá à ń ṣe. Torí pé ìrìn àjò tá gbé dání ó ní kan ṣe pẹ̀lú àgbáyé. Sórí tí wọ́n bá ń sọ pé kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú àgbáyé, wà rí pé Amẹ́ríkà ti appoint àwọn tó ń lọ sí Abuja. Mo ò gbọ́ tí UK make any arrangement. So I'm not sure bóyá Prime Minister wa máa lọ, but tó bá lọ, àwọn representative ẹ̀ máa lọ. Nǹkan pè ní international relationship ni. They are not going to wait for me and you. As far as they are concerned, Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Sovereign nation dẹ̀ mí pé Nigeria máa pàṣẹ. Àṣẹ yẹn ò mí pé ó máa tẹ́ àwa lọ́rùn. Tó bá wo gbogbo àwọn lawyers tó wà Nigeria, 1999 constitution ló fi ń operate, but everybody mọ̀ pé constitution yẹn is not a authentic constitution. Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n máa change ẹ̀? No. Nǹkan sọ ni pé wọ́n amend ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ kó o farabalẹ̀, kó fi làákàyè kájọ gbé yẹ̀wò. Kí ló ń fa ethnic cleansing? Àti pé kí ló ń pè ní ethnic cleansing? Ǹjẹ́ ethnic cleansing wà nínú Nàìjíríà presently? Ìyẹn ni first ìbéèrè tí mò ń bi ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n lálẹ́ yìí. Ǹjẹ́ ethnic cleansing wà nínú Nàìjíríà? Tí ethnic cleansing bá wà, báwo ni a ṣe lè yanjú ẹ̀ tí kò ní dogun? Gbogbo wa la ti gbọ́ nípa Rwanda rí, tí ogun bẹ́ níbẹ̀, bọ̀ lọ́jọ́ èní Rwanda ti ní peace nígbà tí wọ́n yanjú ohun tó yẹ kó yanjú. But àwa Yorùbá, ohun tá à ń fẹ́ ni pé a fi òtítọ́ sílẹ̀, àtọba àti ìjòyè àti pásítọ̀ àti babaláwo àti aráàlú. Gbogbo èèyàn nísìnyí ẹ̀mí wọn ni pé Àbújá ni ilé wà fún 8 years. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Àwọn málà ti padà sí drawing board. Àwọn málà ti padà sí drawing board. Àwọn ti gbà pé Tinubu ti wọlé. Bí dẹ̀ ti ṣe sọ fún yín, gbogbo ohun tí Tinubu máa ṣe, málà máa wò báyìí, but wá máa jẹ́ kó yé Tinubu pé o ò lè pín Nàìjíríà. But bí Tinubu máa wá pín láàrin méjì, kò tí ì sẹ́nì kankan tó lè dáhùn ìbéèrè yẹn nítorí pé ohun tí Tinubu fi ń yé wa ni pé òun náà ti mú ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run jáde nínú ìrìn àjò tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́n tó sọ náà kó wà nínú channels news tí mo rí ní ṣe channels ní àbí Punch ni mo ti rí. Tinubu sọ̀rọ̀, gbogbo wọn náà ni wọ́n fi Ọlọ́run kọ́ gbogbo wa lọ́rùn. Kódà Ọlọ́run fúnra rẹ̀ gan kú sùúrù. Báwọn pé kò ṣe ìlú rẹ̀ ló wà ní Punch ni mo ti máa rí. Ọlọ́run fúnra rẹ̀ gan kú sùúrù. Ọlọ́run tí wọ́n ti ń pè nínú Nàìjíríà láti 63 years. Bóyá nígbà tí Tinubu débẹ̀ nísìn, Ọlọ́run máa gbàdúrà àwa Nigerians. Ẹ má bínú because mo prepare video yẹn sílẹ̀. Mo kàn ní kí n sáré jó mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yẹn lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́n tí Tinubu sọ nísìn.
So carry the body to face the challenge.
Ó ní to carry the burden. Mo fẹ́ take note àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí Tinubu ń sọ ní bíbá. Torí pé ṣé bàbá ti ń lọ báyìí, ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu dẹ̀ ni ó kàn tá máa gbé dání. Torí pé 8 years la fi ń pariwo ṣé bàbá. Nígbà tí ṣé bàbá dẹ̀ ti lọ báyìí, Tinubu ni ó máa take ẹ̀rí pé Buhari gan inú ẹ̀ ń dùn pé a dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé èyí tóun fẹ́ wá ṣe òun ò rí ṣe délẹ̀. Ó wá ṣe dáadáa kò ṣe dáadáa, ìyẹn kù sẹ́mi àti ẹ lọ́wọ́. Buhari will not be held responsible anymore. Tinubu ni a máa mú dání nísìn. Ẹ jẹ́ n tún play lẹ́yìn ká wá máa yọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí Tinubu ń sọ. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ yẹn, àwa wo bá ṣe pé lò mọ́ ètò tá a fẹ́ ṣe lálẹ́.
So carry the body.
Ó dárúkọ burden, gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la máa lọ wá English dictionary later. Okay, ó yá.
To face the challenge.
Ó ní face the challenges. So òun náà mọ̀ pé challenges wà níwájú. Kò sí ìlú tó ní challenges tiẹ̀, àwọn èèyàn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ó yá. Ó dárúkọ pé kọ́lọ́n fóun ní àlàáfíà, keep me in good. Ẹni tó bá lálàáfíà kò rí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣe. Oṣù 8 ni Buhari lò ní London torí pé kò rí nǹkan kan ṣe ní the first 8 months. To be able to fulfill. Okay. Ó dárúkọ aspiration. Okay. Àwọn millions of Nigerians. A ṣáà sọ pé ká ní bí 200 million ní gbogbo wa. A sọ pé 200 million at least. Even tàbá tẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ káà tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ní there is a covenant. Ó ní àpá àwọn ará ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì máa ń lo kíní ẹ̀ dáadáa. There is a covenant. Ó ní èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ pursue. Yeah.
Other than that, why are you involved?
Ó ní other than that, why are you in politics? Mo kíyà tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Àti miss ibi tó ti dárúkọ God ń bọ̀.
So carry the body to face the challenge and keep me in good health to be able to fulfill the dream and the aspiration of millions of families. And as a company, that I'm
Okay. All right. Mo rí nǹkan èmi ìwọ̀n mélòó lẹ́yìn mo yọ nínú nǹkan tó sọ, but mo rí 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nǹkan mẹ́wàá ni mo rí jáde nínú nǹkan tí Tinubu sọ yìí. Ó sì máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní as is there. Gbogbo tó sọ yẹn á padà wálé lórí later. Ẹ kò take note. Burden, face challenges, only keep me in good health to be able to fulfill other aspiration, millions of Nigerians. There is a covenant pursue. Other than that, why are you in politics? That is mẹ́sàn. So we're going to come back to that. As at 5 hours ago, at Jubel on this 6 hours ago. So tá bá sọ pé 6 hours ago, aago kan òru ló lù lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. So tí bá ka aago yẹn sẹ́yìn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bí 7 o'clock ìyẹn UK time. Indication. Go stay with mommy there. Mommy's there. Ní 6 hours ago, indication sọ fún wa pé ogun mi tún máa bẹ́lẹ̀, ìyẹn ní Kosovo àti Serbia. Ká tó lè get fact àti understanding ìlú méjèèjì, àkọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ mọ ìlú wo gan ni Serbia, ìlú wo ni Kosovo. Ṣé ẹ̀yà kan náà ni wọ́n? Kí ló pa wọ́n pọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀? Kí ló ń fa wàhálà? Kí ni ìdí tí awuyewuye tí wọ́n tún ń jáde? Kò ń ṣe lénìí ni wàhálà yẹn ti ń bọ̀, but Al Jazeera tí mo gbé kalẹ̀ yìí, this was 5 months ago. What is behind the violence between Serbia and Kosovo? Inside story ni. News headline àgbáyé kan lélẹ̀, TVP ló ń pè wọ́n. Kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kí KOKImedia náà lè dé irú àwọn stage báyìí. And these are different reports. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà, èyí tó ń yọyọ nínú Nàìjíríà, mo kí ìyàwó Agbábíàká, Mr. Theophilus mo kí láti Ohio. Èyí tó ń fa tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa kò tí dé stage yìí nísìn. Àwa ṣì wà nínú èyí jẹ yóò jẹ. But headline tó jáde lórí BBC àti BBC, ẹ ṣáà mọ̀ BBC dáadáa. Ó ní Serbia send troops to border. Ní ìgbàkígbà tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti mobilize àwọn ọmọ ogun lọ sí border, ó dàbí ìgbà tí àpèjúwe irú ẹ̀ ni lọ́dọ̀ tiwa àìtí dérú stage yẹn. Ìdí tá àìtí dérú stage yẹn ni pé a ṣì ń kàn béèrè fún ẹ̀tọ́ wa, a dẹ̀ tí gba ìlú. But Serbia ìlú kan ni wọ́n, Kosovo ìlú kan ni wọ́n. Nǹkan kan link gbogbo wọn together nígbà kan rí, but kíní yẹn padà fọ́ náà ni. But ní fífọ́ tó fọ́, tension ṣì ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Mo kí ìyàwó Elizabeth Ọ̀dẹ́tọ́lá, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tẹ́ ń bá wa kánọ lórí ètò tálẹ̀. Ìyàwó Fọlákẹ́ Ògúnrìndé, mo kí yín mà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ lọ wo ìlú wo la ń pè ní Serbia. Tá bá ní Serbia, ìlú wo ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? Serbia, officially the Republic of Serbia, is a landlocked in southeastern and central Europe, situated at the crossroad of Pannonia Basin and the Balkans. Capital wọn là ń pè ní Belgrade. Currency wọn là ń pè ní Serbian dinar. Àwọn kan ń gbọ́ rúbà nísìn ó dàbí ìdọ̀tí lójú wọn torí pé náírà burúkú yẹn ó ti tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn. Gbogbo bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ rúbà pé kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà lè tètè tayọ ká máa náwó rúbà ẹlẹ́yìn kí ló ń jẹ́ rúbà ẹ̀mọ Yorùbá nation ẹ kó jágbajàgba lọ ẹmọ kókò ní làákàyè torí ó rò pé bàbá ẹ̀ ló ní Nàìjíríà lọ́kàn rẹ̀ òun rò pé grandfather ẹ̀ ló ní Nàìjíríà kò mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà tóun wò yẹn ìlú tó ti di adẹ́tẹ̀ bọ́ torí pé Yorùbá ń fẹ́ gbádùn Tinubu fọ́dún mẹ́jọ wọ́n ronú ọjọ́ ọ̀la èní nìkan ni à ń rò. We are too gullible, very very gullible people. Ìyá wa Gbémilékè ní Koiki are they not part of USSR in the 80s? Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la máa débẹ̀ ó kù díẹ̀. Buhari sì ní the collapse of Yugoslavia economy led to ethnic Serbs marginalization that led after the Tito president. Economy rapid growth in the 70s led to insurgency and the Serbian ethnic cleansing by the Albanians. Àwọn yẹn ní làákàyè wọ́n mọ history díẹ̀ a máa kọ́ra wa náà níbí báyìí. Àwọn wo ni wọ́n pè ní Serbia yẹn? According to Wikipedia, ẹni tó ní Wikipedia ọ̀fẹ́ ni ó gbé kalẹ̀ fún gbogbo àgbáyé láti máa lò. Mo kí Grandma Felicia, current court mo kí ẹ. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa káàkiri àgbáyé. Wo headline lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ogun míì ti fẹ́ bẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn kan máa ní Ọlọ́run ní já rógun ẹ máa tanra yín. Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣe òtítọ́ tí ẹ ń parọ́ fúnra yín ó ti di dandan pé ogun máa bẹ́lẹ̀. In tó kọ̀ lè máa dìlé ogun àwọn kan rò pé àdúrà ni náà kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ àdúrà torí pé àwọn ìlú tá à ń sọ yìí ẹ bẹ́tà wọn nípa tàdúrà. Ṣé a rò pé àwọn ìlú yìí náà ní religion tiwọn ni? Ṣé rò pé àwọn náà kì í pe Ọlọ́run ni? Àwa ṣe wá ń fi gbogbo nǹkan kọ́ Ọlọ́run lọ́rùn nítorí pé we are fake people. A kì í fẹ́ gbọ́ reality. Fake yẹn la fẹ́ gbọ́. A fẹ́ máa jẹ́ kínú wa máa dùn where we are marginalizing, ethnic cleansing, corruption, nepotism. Bí Tinubu débẹ̀ òun náà gbìyànjú àrùkù sọ́dọ̀ wa. So inú tiwa wá dùn. Àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù àwọn yẹn kọ́ máa dúró de after 8 years. Tí Tinubu bá wá lọ lẹ́yìn 2031 àtúpadà sí square one ìyẹn tí Tinubu ò bá break up Nàìjíríà fún yín. 6.8 million ni wọ́n. Gọ́fìmẹ̀ntì tó ń ràn náà ń pè ní parliamentary republic. So let's go a little bit, just a little bit, to get the understanding of àwọn tó ń pè ní Serbia. Serbia or Serbian, officially the Republic of Serbia, but is a landlocked country in the southeastern and the central Europe, situated at the crossroad of the Pannonia Basin and the Balkans. It shares land borders pẹ̀lú olùkọ́ tó ń pè ní Hungary to the north. Ní northeast, ó share border pẹ̀lú Romania to the northeast. Ìyẹn ní Bulgaria to the southeast. North Macedonia to the south. Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina to the west. Montenegro, mo ti sọ fún yín pé Montenegro àti South Sudan ní ìlú tó kọ́kọ́ tó gba independent gbẹ̀yìn. Ẹ máa rántí pé mo ní lẹ́yìn Montenegro àti South Sudan àwọn the last two countries tí wọ́n wà officially pé wọ́n gba independent. Tó bá dẹ̀ lọ wo ìrìn àjò tó ń rìn àwọn ìlú méjèèjì yẹn àwa ní àfẹ́ rìnrìn irú àjò bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àmọ́ a fẹ́ gba independent nítorí pé we are fake people. Àwa fi gbogbo afẹ́fẹ́ kọ́ Ọlọ́run lọ́rùn. Ẹ̀rù pé Ọlọ́run stupid bí àwa. Ọlọ́run stupid. Ọlọ́run ti fún wa ní làákàyè. Àmọ́ Tinubu fẹ́ fi làákàyè tiẹ̀ nísìn. Ó fẹ́ fi govern Nàìjíríà. Ó máa wá yọ Yorùbá kúrò nínú ẹ̀. Kò ní yọ. Ìrìn àjò yẹn ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ in 48 hours. 48 hours ló máa fi gba realms of affairs yẹn ní ti àgbáyé, but officially Buhari ti gbé fún gbogbo folder tó ń gbé fún Tinubu yẹn. Tinubu is officially your president now, okay? Officially, Tinubu is your president. But we come back to that. Buhari sì ní Serbia, Yugoslavia, Albania are all East Balkan of Europe. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa Táíwò Adéyanjú. Grandma Lé Àjàyí mo kí yín. Mo kí ìyàwó Elizabeth Adésanya pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jẹ́ quiet listener. Àtẹ̀yìn tẹ́tí gbá tẹ́tí fa gbòòrò lọ sọ́dọ̀ nonsense yẹn kọ́ ni priority mi lálẹ́. Ẹ̀mí yín ẹ jẹ́ kó wà níbí báyìí. Ogun kò ń ṣe mọ́ínmọ́ín lóòótọ́, bọ̀ tó bá dé ó dé náà ni. Torí pé nǹkan kan máa ń fa ogun tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti resolve internal problem. Mo kí Grandma Grace Senior JP ẹ káàárọ̀ mà. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin GR1. À ń sọ bí tí ó link gbà. Níjọ́ tí Yorùbá bá dá dúró, wọ́n máa sọ pé Yorùbá nation is to the north side of blah blah blah. Ní to the southeast òun ni ìlú báyìí Biafra. Nísàlẹ̀ báyìí Edo, depending on how many countries in Nigeria máa pín sí. Let's go further again. Serbia, without Kosovo, has about 6.7 million inhabitants. They increase the front and 150. Highlighted. Serbia, without Kosovo, has about 6.7 million inhabitants. About 8.4 million if Kosovo is included. Its capital, Belgrade, is also the largest city. Continuously, mo kàn fi fún yín ní background wọn nísìn. Buhari sì ti ń bá wa sọ díẹ̀díẹ̀, but ẹ jẹ́ ká kà síta according to Wikipedia. Continuously inhabited since the Paleolithic age, the territory of a modern-day Serbia faced Slavic migration in the 6th century. Sórí tó bá ń sọ pé 6th century, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ó dà pé kìíní àwọn máa ń pẹ́ lójú wa. Lóòótọ́ ìrìn àjò tó ti pẹ́ ni. Tá bá ń sọ pé 6th, ṣó mọ̀ pé 21st century la wà nísìn. Wọ́n pè kankan ní 6th century, 7th century, 8th century, 9th century. 19th century ni olórí burúkú òyìnbó lọ́dà gbogbo Nàìjíríà rú. Lọ́dà kingdom tó ti run. Àfíà kingdom wọn lọ́dà rú. Ìwọ náà máa fi ẹ̀mí bá lọ pé táwọn ilé bá ti ń exist ní 6th century. Ṣé Yorùbá kingdom táwa náà ń jà fún nísìn tá à ń béèrè fún? Ṣé ó wà nígbà yẹn àbí kò sí? But tó bá yọ 19th century, mo kí ìyàwó Adéníkè Adéyẹmọ. Tó bá yọ 19th century kò minus ẹ̀ kúrò by 16, mélòó ló máa fún ẹ̀yẹn? 19 minus 6. That's about 12 kọ́ ní ẹ̀ náà. Yeah. 9, 6, 13 or thereabout. So let's continue. Everybody has an history, but the history has been damaged, has been destroyed along the line. There are there. Continuously inhabited since the Paleolithic age, the territory of modern-day Serbia faced Slavic migrations in the 6th century, establishing several regional states in the early Middle Age, at times recognized as the tribute of the Byzantine, Frankish, and Hungarian kingdom. The Serbian kingdom, tó gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní Serbian kingdom, báwa náà ṣe ní Yorùbá kingdom. Kingdom là ń jẹ́ ìran ọmọ aládé kó tó di pé àwọn òyìnbó yọ kingdom yẹn. àwọn tọ́jú kingdom sọ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n fà wá ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n ní kájọ máa lọ manage and lẹ́nu nísìn everybody is so excited pé Tinubu ti débẹ̀ adẹ̀wà ń bẹ̀ for 8 years kọ́lọ́n fún lálàáfíà òun náà ti sọ nínú in tó béèrè fún ní number 3 ó ní keep me in good health so àbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run kò fún lálàáfíà. The Serbian kingdom obtained recognition by the Holy See and Constantinople in the 1217. Tó bá lọ wo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lénìí wàá rí ìtàn 1217 níbẹ̀ ìyẹn ló ń pè ní the 12th century. Gbogbo ìgbà yẹn Yorùbá kingdom là ń jẹ́ àwọn náà ní Ọ̀yọ́ empire tó ń lọ rẹpẹtẹ kó tó di pé wọ́n fọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ní kélekèle. Reaching its territorial apex ní 1347 ìyẹn ló ń pè ní 1300. As at that time kò tí sí kankan tó ń jẹ́ Nàìjíríà Yorùbá kingdom làwọn náà ń jẹ́. Mo kàn líǹkì ọ̀rọ̀ yìí mọ́ ìrìn àjò Yorùbá nation ni torí ti bá ń dárúkọ 13 yẹn mo fẹ́ kó máa wò pé so as at that time àwọn náà ti jẹ́ Nàìjíríà because gbogbo pàpà jẹ́ Nàìjíríà 19th century ni and kò dẹ̀ tí pé 150 gbogbo pé Nàìjíríà wá ó ń exist lẹ́nu is less than 100 years kò tí tó 110 probably about 108 109 or thereabout. Apex in 1346 as the Serbian Empire. Wo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn Serbian Empire, Ọ̀yọ́ Empire. Olúkálùkù ló ní empire tiẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ lọ wo máàpù yìí, àwọn tó dá wàhálà lẹ̀ tó pọ̀ jù lágbàáyé Britain ni because they were never satisfied. Àwọn káàkiri bí ẹṣin oníwòlé mọ̀ ni wọ́n dúró sójú kan. For 200 years, wọ́n rántí máàpù. Mo ò mọbi tó wà gbọ̀ngàn, mo fẹ́ máa ṣó ẹ̀ ní bíi. Mo ò like bí ṣe ń ṣó ẹ̀ nìkan lẹ́yìn mi. Mo ò mọbi tó wà nínú broadcasting, nínú software mi. Because tí bá ṣó ẹ̀ ní big, màá lè máa point àwọn ìlú tí Britain colonize àti lórí but I keep máa wá ṣá anyway so that a lè máa gbé wá síwájú screen now. Okay, let me see if we can find another one. 200 years of Britain. Let me see if I find another. Britain rule. Ẹja wo bí a máa rí image yẹn. No, kò fún mi ní relate mo fẹ́. Because wọ́n pọ̀ ní Twitter ni mo ti mú image yẹn. Kò fún mi ní image yẹn. Because eléyìí ó fún wa ní gbogbo ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan tí Britain colonize. Àwa jáde. No, ó ti sọnù sínú system. Let's continue further. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí ní gbogbo ibi tí ẹ ti ń fi ẹ̀mí bá wa lọ. By the middle of 16th century, sórí 16th century yẹn ó ti kù 2 more century tó lórí burúkú Britain tó máa dá wàhálà lẹ̀ síbi tá à ń pè ní Yorùbá kingdom tó fi yọ kúrò. Wọ́n yọ kingdom kúrò àwọn ọmọ aládé. Àṣé gbogbo táìmù yẹn ìyá ẹ̀ òun là ń jẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn. Àwọn ọba tó dẹ̀ kó gbóhùn sókè tó mọ̀ nípa nǹkan pè ní kingdom wọ́n ní ká dákẹ́ pé ká jẹ́ kí Tinubu débẹ̀. Tinubu ti débẹ̀ nísìn. We hope every one of them will start talking in the long run. Nígbà tó di by the mid-16th century, àwọn kan pè wọ́n ní the Ottomans. Ottoman Empire yẹn is historically and colloquially the Turkish Empire. Was an empire that controlled much of the Southeast Europe, Western Asia, North Africa between 14th and early 20th century. It was founded at the end of the 13th century, northwest of Anatolia. Lágbára Elédùmarè ìjọ tí bá tún láǹfààní àti lọ Turkey, màá ṣeré lọ sí Anatolia yẹn. Ṣé rí a lot of àwọn Yorùbá wọ́n mọ gbogbo tá à ń sọ yìí but n tó ń sọ ni pé bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀mí tó ń lò nísìn àwọn làwọn ní ẹ̀mí yẹn wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé ẹ̀mí yẹn máa bọ́lẹ̀ níjọ́ kan gbogbo àlà ń bẹ Ọlọ́run fún ẹ̀mí gúngùn àwọn ọ̀tọ̀rọ̀ kú fún yàn kankan but ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ronú pé tí ẹ̀mí tó ń bẹ lára tiẹ̀ níjọ́ tó bá ti lè bọ́lẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ o lè ronú sẹ́yìn pé níbo ni ìrun ẹ máa wà nítorí pé ikú bàbá yèyé ti lọ nísìn ikú bàbá yèyé ìyẹn former Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́ state ibi tílẹ̀ Yorùbá wà nísìn ǹjẹ́ tó bá ń bojú wẹ̀yìn is he going to be happy ìdí tá a ṣe ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ó kọjá 8 years Tinubu whether Tinubu likes it or not after 8 years bó bá náà tó fẹ́ lọ third term ó máa dìjà within the political terrain so gbogbo tó lè ṣe náà ni pé burden tí ó wà níbẹ̀ oníkọ́lọ̀ ń bá wọn gbé face challenges there are so many of it keep me in good health kó má di pé Paris ló máa pẹ́ sí tíṣe tí màmá máa rule government to be able to fulfil the aspiration in tó ń fi wá ṣe to millions of Nigerians only there is a covenant pursue other than that only why are you in politics ṣe rí pé politics ni Tinubu fi wá play ó lè play politics yẹn kó fì síbí kó fì sọ́hùn kò sí nǹkan kan tó ràn níbẹ̀ Fúlàní náà ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ but in the long run ṣé Yorùbá nìkan ni ó wà nínú Nàìjíríà we have 250 different ethnic groups ǹjẹ́ ethnic cleansing tó fẹ́ fa ogun ní Serbia Kosovo nísìn ǹjẹ́ a rò pé a lè avoid ẹ̀ nínú Nàìjíríà bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ yẹn ǹjẹ́ a lè prevent ẹ̀ bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ yìí òun ni mo fi sọ fún wa pé in the next few hours a kò lè gbọ́ gbas kò ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà o between Serbia and Kosovo nítorí pé Serbia ti ní kó múvu àwọn ọmọ ogun lọ sí border a kàn fún yín ní background ìlú tó ń pè ní Serbia àti Kosovo àti sọ Kosovo a sì ń sọ Serbia lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ but in tó ń fa gbogbo wàhálà ẹ̀ kò ju pé issue tó ti ń bọ̀ láti lẹ̀ láti century kan sí century kan tí wọ́n resolve tí wọ́n manage bí àwa náà ṣe manage Nàìjíríà nísìn ẹ mọ̀ pé à ń live in denial à ń fi Jesus a fi ń suppress ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ à ń fi ànábì a fi ń suppress ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ à ń fi ìṣẹ̀ṣe a fi ń suppress ẹ̀ but in reality the undertone problem tó ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà kò lè wá resolve nítorí pé kingdom ni gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n change narrative ẹ̀ lénìí they are all kingdom ni Yorùbá kingdom ilẹ̀ Ìgbò náà kingdom ni wọ́n Haúsá gan tá à ń sọ yìí they were once a kingdom kó tó di pé wọ́n overrun wọn ìyẹn àwọn Fúlàní let's go back into it nígbà tó di 16th century a ti sọ nípa àwọn Ottomans annexed the entire of the modern day Serbia ṣe rí pé ibi tí problem ti máa wá nìyẹn àwọn kan ní agbára níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn àwọn Ottoman ní lágbára àwọn náà dàbí àwọn ilé ìjà gidi ní gbogbo ìdáwà náà níjà àwọn oníjọ́ náà lọ́hùn wọ́n ń para wọn gidi ìdí tí wọ́n ṣe ń sá lọ Turkey brother wa tó náà wà ní Turkey tá ń sọ gbogbo táwọn ń sọ I'm sure pé ó yẹ kó mọ díẹ̀ nínú àwọn ìtàn yìí tó bá jẹ́ pé lótìtọ́ lódodo ní tí gbogbo àjọ gbé dání pẹ̀lú ìrìn àjò tá à ń ṣe let's go further nígbà tó di so in 16th century àwọn Ottoman àwọn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí change narrative o the entire modern day Serbia their rule was at times interrupted by the Habsburg Empire which began expanding towards the central Serbia from the end of the 17th century ó kù 2 more century tí Britain máa fi colonize àwa no tó máa fi sọ Nàìjíríà di Nàìjíríà because 19th century ni wọ́n change Nàìjíríà. Meantime a foothold in the Vojvodina in the early 19th century ibi tí problem ti fi dọ́dọ̀ tiwa náà nìyẹn. In the early 19th century the Serbian Revolution established the nation state as region first constitutional monarchy. Ẹgbọ́rọ̀ tó ló mẹ́yẹn revolution. Ẹ máa gbọ́ tí Sowore ní gbogbo wa máa sọ pé kò sí bí a ṣe lè fix Nàìjíríà tó bá sí revolution. Ìdí tí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ fún Sowore láyè nìyí torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé Sowore wà very very highly intelligent. Gbogbo tèmi ká ẹ̀ ní Sowore ti kà as a student and as a man and as an adult tó ń wo Nàìjíríà pé but Sowore kàn make attempt pé kóun lè wà relevant within the political terrain ló ṣe ń sọ pé kóun contest ó mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní vote fóun so that a kò lè máa push narrative pé presidential candidate ní ẹ̀ lè máa maltreat and all that and all that. So nígbà tó di 17th century àwọn ará Serbia àwọn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí nígbà tó di 19th century kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? There was what they call the Serbian Revolution. The Serbian Revolution was a national uprising. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ kí gbọ́ bí báyìí dáadáa. Àwọn Biafra tí wọ́n push ní sí ní right láti stop wọn dẹ̀ ní right láti sọ fún wọn pé wọ́n máa disturb ìjọba Tinubu. Because ìjọba Tinubu kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú revolution àbí àwọn Biafra. Bọ́bá náà wọ́n ṣe Nàìjíríà mú àwa kọ́ la máa sọ fún wọn. It has always been like that around the world. Níbi tí àbá ti yanjú ẹ̀ ní tọmọlúàbí, there is probability that we should all go and prepare for the worst case scenario. There was what they call the Serbian Revolution. The Serbian Revolution was a national uprising and a constitutional change in Serbia that took place between 1804 títí dé 1835 minus and plus kò wo èyí ọdún tí revolution ẹ̀ fi lọ. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo democracy táwọn olóṣèlú ń play tọ́lọ́ fáwọn ní agbára tí uprising gidi bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọba míì pátá ẹ̀ kò ní rántí wọ pátá jáde kúrò ní palace nítorí pé gbogbo wa à ń tanra wa à ń parọ́ fúnra wa knowing fully well that the situation needs to be on the round table and it needs to be resolved kó tó di pé uprising máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Uprising ń ṣe tí èèyàn máa ń sọ fọ́nà pé má jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. No, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kí uprising kó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ máa resolve gbogbo internal crisis tó ń subjugate tó ń suppress tó marginalize tó dẹ̀ ń fa ethnic cleansing. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti ṣe yẹn ẹ lọ máa gbáradì fún uprising wókè Aziz ní Miami. Tá a bá ti ṣe yẹn kólúkálukú máa lọ sọ́lọ́kàn ààrẹ next year ní 8 years from now ní 10 years from now ní there will be uprising in Nigeria. Uprising Nigeria dẹ̀ máa wà bloody gan tí a bá ti tètè resolve because gbogbo yín nísìnyí ẹ̀ ń dunnú pé Tinubu débẹ̀ tó bá di 2031 wá dá padà sí north àbí so àwọn Igbo wá tẹ̀pà ní Nàìjíríà àwọn Igbo àwọn yẹn wá tẹ̀pà ọ̀tá gúgúrú àwọn ethnic groups tó kù náà tí wọ́n marginalize bóyá Tinubu máa wá lè stop terrorism so that gbogbo àwọn kan pa ní Plateau State ní Benue bóyá torí pé àwọn Fúlàní agenda tí wọ́n ní pé kọ́ wipe owó bàbá yẹn lọ́wọ́ bóyá nísìnyí ó máa slow down a little bit nobody knows bóyá kò ní slow down kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ ó dìgbà tí Tinubu bá gba power yẹn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí change tactics but that still will not solve the internal rapport tó ń bẹ láàrin gbogbo wa. So that was what happened between 1804 and 1835 during which this territory evolved from the Ottoman province into a rebel territory, a constitutional monarch and a modern Serbia, the first part of the period. To get understanding yẹn dé bíbẹ̀ yẹn but mo kàn fẹ́ push it the last little bit ká tó lọ sí Kosovo. Now, where are we? Now, let's come back here. Following following casualties in the World War I, mo lọ sí Central London níjọ́ Wednesday, mo rí àwọn women in World War II. Àwọn obìnrin náà máa ń níṣẹ́ tó máa ń ṣe, máa ń dáná, máa ń tọ́jú àwọn tó bá pa àbí tó bá ṣèṣe and all that. Àwọn míì wà tó yẹ pé àwọn náà máa lọ ń jagun yẹn. Àwọn Britain wọ́n lo Yorùbá kingdom láti lọ fi jà World War One. Wọ́n lo Yorùbá kingdom láti lọ fi jà World War Two. À ń bẹ Ọlọ́run pé kí World War Three má wáyé, ẹ má jẹ́ ká tìtanra wa. Gbọ́ fídíò yìí díẹ̀ bóyá World War Three ti ń súnmọ́ àbí kò ti súnmọ́, Elédùmarè nìkan ló lè sọ.
Hello, I'm Anna Japońska.
And I'm Nationalism. You're watching TVP World News Tonight. We begin with the latest headlines. The biggest vessels in NATO's Baltic Fleet have docked in the Polish seaport of Gdynia.
Russian tactical nukes are on the move. Moscow's
Bobby Guy. Russia nuke is on the move. That means pé ibi tí wọ́n ń gbé sí ó ti di pé wọ́n ti ń gbé kúrò níbẹ̀. Níbo ló ń gbé lọ? Kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe? Wọ́n ti ń prepare in case tí gbogbo in táwọn bá ń lò tó bá di pé àwọn Amẹ́ríkà àbí NATO àbí UK anybody bá fi ṣe anything, wọ́n fire nuclear weapon jáde. Nítorí bá dẹ̀ ti lè mú nuclear weapon tó jáde, ẹ forget it. Ẹ̀mí máa lọ. Ṣé gbogbo power tẹ̀ náà fi jà Nàìjíríà tí nuclear weapon bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀, there will be famine, there will be destabilization around the world, problem máa wáyé. But if care is taken, they can resolve the problem. But as it is right now, ogun mi tuntun ti fẹ́ bẹ́lẹ̀. A ṣì ń dì pẹ̀lú Russia, Ukraine lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Serbia àti Kosovo tó fẹ́ erupt. The world is not stable. Okay? So wọ́n tó ń wá stability ní Nàìjíríà, ń waste time rẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń jẹ́ stability ní Nàìjíríà torí pé irọ́ lẹ̀ ń pa fúnra yín níbẹ̀.
posturing has the West on edge.
And the Ottoman Nations Grand Prix heads north from Hungary, completing the mountain stage in Slovakia. And we begin this news bulletin with an update from Ukraine. Deadly Russian strikes in a hospital in Dnipro have left 2 people dead and dozens wounded, many of them in critical condition. There are also children among the victims.
Our correspondent in Ukraine, Don Orles, is in Dnipro and has this report. Let's take a look.
We were at the scene of last night's deadly missile strike here in the city of Dnipro, and this was the site of the hospital which was struck. We're told right now that the toll of wounded has gone up to 30. Initially this morning it was reported that 15 people were wounded and at least 2 people have died. As you can see behind me, of course,
ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó kí engagement wà, diplomacy wà, ká yanjú ẹ̀ ní tọmọlúàbí. Ìwọ tó ń wo reporter ẹ̀ mo sọ fún ẹ pé bó bá bẹ́lẹ̀ náà Nàìjíríà èmi náà ṣe máa wà ní ground níbẹ̀. Tó tẹ̀rí pé àwọn ilé ogun tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ wọ́n sì tún ní security fire brigade gbogbo nǹkan sì ń ṣiṣẹ́. Kò sógun nínú Nàìjíríà. Ìdajì Nàìjíríà àbí almost 1/4 Nàìjíríà is as useless as tissue paper. Mo kí bàbá Prophet Ogundele. Ìsọjí làwọn ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nísìn. Torí ìwọ tó ń sọ fún ẹ̀kọ́ ìkì ìjẹ́ ọmọ gbógun ṣe ń lọ fún ṣàpá gbogbo náà sẹ́sìn. Ṣàpá ogun kọ́ lélẹ̀ tán ṣò yìí. Ṣé film trick lélẹ̀ tán wọ̀ ẹ́? We live in denial. A fẹ́ òtítọ́. À ń fẹ́ church tó máa parọ́ fún yín. Ẹ ń fẹ́ mọ́ṣáláṣí tá máa fi wá sí tó fi ń lọ́ọ̀kì yín mọ́lẹ̀. Allahu Akbar bismillahir rahmanir rahim alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arahmani ara kíni nígbà tí à ń jẹ́ olóńkírun. Ìwọ tó yẹ kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ àfáà pé ìjẹ́ sòtítọ́ fáwọn tó ń lédè wa. Don't bastard every one of us because we are living in denial. Tiban every one of us, we have lived in denial for too long. A tún wá ń ṣí lọ́kàn kúrò nínú jágbàjàgbà yẹn. Ẹ sọ fún wa pé Allahu Akbar. Ṣé àwọn tó wà ní Saudi Arabia tó ń pariwo Allahu Akbar ṣé ìyà ṣé bí ń pa wọ́n? Mò ń béèrè ní o. Ìwọ tó ń ní Allahu Akbar ṣé àwọn ọmọ Saudi Arabia tó ń ṣe Allahu Akbar ṣé yà ń jẹ wọ́n? Ṣé wọ́n ní security? Ṣé wọ́n níná? Ṣé wọ́n preserve culture wọn? Wọ́n preserve ẹ̀ débi pé wọ́n tún tolerate Ronaldo. Àwọn tó sọ pé bí yàn bá marry ò lè gbé nínú Saudi nítorí pé Ronaldo tẹ̀ ń ṣe mùsùlùmí àtẹ̀mọ̀ ìsìn tó ń ṣe bí a kìrìsìtẹ́nì ni àbí kò fẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ àmọ́ wọ́n fún láyè pé kó gbé nínú ìlú yẹn. Èèyàn wá máa ṣe fìlà sofésofé bí àṣà my beautiful aunty sister mi Yorùbá wù ẹgbẹ́ ẹrù sórí ẹ máa deceive everybody. Ẹ wá rò pé àwa máa live in that same fake life. Bẹ́yìn àfà jagbajagba ẹ̀yìn imam àwọn ọmọ yín jọ ń jókòó pẹ̀lú àwọn tó jẹ́ lesbian àti gay tó ní right nílùú yìí. But ní Nàìjíríà ẹ máa condemn the same lesbian and gay. Whereas àwọn ọmọ yín at least aṣáàrẹ ọmọ bàbá wa Kíjìpá ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tán ní public figure ní alẹ́ dárúkọ yín aṣáàrẹ ọmọ yín tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tán ní university ní UK. So ọmọ yín ò ṣe jókòó sí Ìlọrin kó lọ sí university ní Ìlọrin ó ṣe jẹ́ UK ló wá kàwé. A rí ẹ̀yin ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì gbogbo olúkálùkù ẹ wá ń live fake life ẹ wá expect irú àwa káwa wá listen sí irú àwọn sermon tẹ́ ń sọ ẹ ń tọ́ra yín. Èmi ò jókòó síbi kí n sọ pé kò sáàdúrà wa o àbí kò sáàdúrà òmùgọ̀ la máa sọ yẹn. But reality lèmi sọ fún yín torí pé reality lèmi wọ́ pẹ̀lú. Eléyìí tó ń wò yìí eléyìí ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ni lára tí Russia jù lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn lọ́hùn. Ṣé wá rí pé bọ́ ṣe jù lọ wọ́n sì tún ṣe kíni. Àwọn ìlú tí ogun ń lọ nínú ẹ̀ ìwọ wo bí nǹkan tún ṣe ń operate lẹ́yìn. Kò sí ìṣogun nínú Nàìjíríà tactically bí a ogun spiritual la ṣe ń jà but physically kò tí ìṣogun. But máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ pé ìjà àtẹ̀ ti wà nínú ogun láti 24 years. Pé kò ní ṣogun ní Nàìjíríà yẹn á kù díẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín.
Rescue and recovery efforts are underway. They're also continuing to put out the fire that is smoldering in the building. I spoke with one of the rescue workers just a minute ago.
Okay, African Confidential. This is 1, 2, 3. Good evening.
And he confirmed that they have found two.
Ìtògùn máa ń dálẹ̀ nìyẹn. Òun náà lórí yẹn kò ju bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ. Collateral damage ni until ká máa fi resolve problem yẹn and it will continue like that. Mo kàn fẹ́ kó wo díẹ̀ nínú ilé so pé Koiki òun bógun ṣe ogun náà lélẹ̀ òun tó ń pè lógun lélẹ̀ òkè. Nǹkan á máa jóná gbogbo á máa jóná ìyá máa jà wọn yàn títí ká máa fi confam pé lótìtọ́ lòdodo ìtàn afẹ́ yẹn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ dá wa lóhùn. Tàbá bá dẹ̀ ní àfẹ́ lè ẹ máa lọ pariwo èmi ló kan bàbá èmi ló kan ń bọ̀.
Dead men in the rubble during these search and rescue efforts.
Wo fire service engine. Ibíbà yóò ṣe capital wọn remote area bíbà ẹni gbogbo àwọn bíbà ló súnmọ́ ibi tí ogun ti ń lọ ló ṣe dé bíbà. But you can still see that there is a service even in the cost of ogun service ṣì ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Let's leave that for a little bit and come back to Serbia to move it to one Kosovo. Now, following casualties in the World War I, ìyẹn ogun World War I, mo fẹ́ dé kó dé bíbá tẹ́lẹ̀ ni torí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ti àbọ̀dẹ̀lẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ kan. What is that? Bí a kì í jẹ́ kó play ti ilé ìtàn délẹ̀.
Whether they pull out more people or not, it's an ongoing process. Of course, this will be developing throughout the night. We also know that 2 children were wounded in this attack. Also, of those 30 people that are wounded, many of them are severely wounded and could be in critical condition. Therefore, the death toll will most likely rise due to this missile strike here in Dnipro. Don Arleth, TVP World.
And please stay with us after the news. We will see more from Don Arleth.
Here's an exclusive interview with a soldier from the Freedom of Russia Legion, which took part in the raid into the Belgorod region of Russia. So please stay with us.
Serbia's President Alexander Vučić has placed the country's army
Ibi tí mo fẹ́ kó farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ nísìn mo lélẹ̀.
on full combat alert.
Full combat alert ni ìjọba Serbia ti fún àwọn military wọn. Ká tó play fídíò yẹn mo kàn pọ̀sẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Bí a sáré tún gbọ́ díẹ̀ nípa Serbia yẹn kó lè ní understanding ọ̀dọ̀ tó ń pè ní Serbia. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n. Following the casualties in the World War I and the subsequent unification of the former Habsburg crown land of Vojvodina with Serbia, the country co-founder wàá ti máa gbọ́ olùkan tó ń pè ní Yugoslavia a máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa wọn díẹ̀. with other South Slavic nations, which would exist in various political formations until the Yugoslavia War of 1990. Yugoslavia pín sí yẹ́lẹyẹ̀lẹ. 1990 ni ogun yẹn bẹ́lẹ̀. During the breakup of Yugoslavia, after a period of political and economic crisis, torí problem tó wà Nàìjíríà, economic crisis tó wà nínú ẹ̀, mú kí ìyàwó first bank, àwọn grandchildren kọ́ ṣàlàfẹ́ lẹ́wà, ẹ ṣé gan ni fún ọjọ́ ọlọ́run bàbá rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú yín, mú kí ẹ sọ́nkè. Aziz sọ pé they are waiting for miracle. Freedom is not free. You have to go and take it by any means. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, any means win any means. Mo ti sọ pé economy Nàìjíríà á trigger sùúrùtù nítorí pé Tinubu á máa wá owó tó fẹ́ fi run economy tí Buhari ti bàjẹ́. Ó lè rí, ó lè má rí. Bí àwọn ìlú kan lè ṣàánú ẹ̀, but at what stake? Because àwọn kan ní ẹ Dangote refinery ṣé government ló ní refinery yẹn ni, ṣé Dangote ló lówó yẹn ni àbí àwọn investors, ṣé crude oil táwọn máa gbé fún Dangote ṣọ̀fẹ́ ni àbí báwo? Ẹ má ẹ̀ka tọ̀nà wa. Dangote is a private organization, okay? Just like any other big company, bíi Amazon, bíi eBay, àtàwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ Facebook. So Dangote ò kì í ṣe government property. Government kò fún ní access láti lo federal ní àwọn north tó fi lè fi ṣe tó ṣe yẹn. After a period of political and economic crisis, mo fẹ́ béèrè kan, ṣé bí Nàìjíríà ṣe wà nísìn presently, are we in a political and economic crisis? Yes or no? Fẹ́ kẹ́yìn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ẹ kàn sọ pé yes, no. Aago méjì ló fẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ tiwa, aago máa yàtọ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Okay, èèyàn kan sọ pé yes, Waris Jinadu. Onìkan ló wà lórí program, ẹni tó kù ẹ̀sùn. Wọ́n mi wà comfort ológunjà ọlábàwà pẹ̀lú. Mo kí gbọ́ yẹn tẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ security, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí night shift, ẹ̀yin bus driver, Dizzy 123, ó díyàn mẹ́ta, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook, èèyàn sí pẹ̀lú wa. African Confidential mórí ẹ̀. Okay, bàbá wa Déọlá sọ pé yes. Now, nígbà tá a wà nínú political and economic crisis, how do we make sure ẹ ṣe gan ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa gbogbo wọn ti ní yes, ìyàwó Fọláṣadé, bàbá wa Sunday Makinde. Now tá a wà nínú political crisis àti economic crisis, jẹ́ sáré fún ẹ ní economic crisis Nàìjíríà, economy Nàìjíríà, níbi tí economy Nàìjíríà wà nísìn, níbi tó wà presently. How can Nigeria build a post-oil economic future? Tinubu inherit high debt and economic. Okay, ẹja ọ̀ka ilé. Ẹ̀wọ̀n pa kọ̀fí ká at random ẹgbọ́n nísìn, ilé ní ká donate. Tó bá jẹ́ pé mo ní ká donate nísìn, ẹ máa ní ẹ Koiki, kí ló need owó fún. Àìdẹ̀ tí ṣe, though àwọn èèyàn bíi méjì mẹ́ta kan wọ́n ti ṣe èyí tí à ń béèrè fún, but àìtí jáde officially fún request mo ní mo fẹ́, ẹ rántí pé mo ní fẹ́ request kan. Mo dúpẹ́ fáwọn bíi méjì mẹ́ta kan tí wọ́n ti dúró fún call mi yẹn, but wọ́n ní àwọn máa go ahead láti ṣe tí agbára lè ṣe fún wọn, but I'm still going to do that. But like I said, it will be coming when it comes. So ẹ jẹ́ ká máa fi sí back of our mind. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti fi ìrànlọ́wọ́ yẹn ránṣẹ́, a dúpẹ́ fún yín. Like I said, it's for my own personal need, nothing more than that. Kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation. It's voluntary. It's voluntary. It has nothing to do with Yoruba nation. It's just for my own personal need. Torí pé tàbá lọ gbéyàn kan náà tó ní ógé lẹ́sẹ̀ nísìn, àbá gbéyàn kan tó fọ́ lórí tí mo gbé wá sórí program tí mo ní ẹ bá ń dáwó fún ẹni yìí o, ṣe mọ̀ pé ẹ dáwó fún. Ẹni rí sọ pé torí nǹkan kan, but èmi ò lè give too much details of personal need yẹn. But nígbà tí mo ti sọ pé personal need tèmi ni, it could be anything, but it has covered my own personal need. So that's the reason why we are going to raise that fund, so see mind. But like I say, it will be done officially at the appropriate time. Only they just 2-3 hours program. Ilé mi o. Ṣé lè ti kó ni? Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. It's over hot. èwo ló ràn níbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà. Okay, Koiki Oduduwa Instagram ló ràn níbẹ̀. Alright, let's use my iPhone fi ṣe Instagram yẹn padà. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tí ẹ̀ ń bá wa ká lọ lórí ìrìnàjò alẹ́ èmi koikimedia náà ni. Èmi máa ń lọ gbé nǹkan jáde from the international perspective. Torí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ mọ̀ pé nǹkan gbé dání n tó ní a lot of stake ni. Now ẹ mọ̀ pé à ń ka bíbá ẹ lọ pé n tó fa tí Yugoslavia fi pín òdà gbọ́dọ̀ àti rí highlight ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan no nǹkan lè lè mo highlight nǹkan kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan tí àfihàn sọ pé Yugoslavia mo lè ti highlight yẹn tó ti show lẹ́ẹ̀kan break up of you n tó fa break up Yugoslavia. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ parọ́ Mr. Wọlé Dangote Enisa who is Dangote and who is the federal government? Dangote, a group of billionaires gathered themselves together to run an organization with our stolen money. Ẹ parọ́, you're definitely right. Ẹ ṣé Prince Adekunle. Now ìdí tí mo ṣe fẹ́ lọ mú economic crisis Nigeria wà ní pé in the 80s tá bá wo a wà ní 2000 nísìn right? So tá bá sọ pé in the 80s títí dé 80s the problem can really arise. Every country has the reason why they're breaking up or their crisis or their eruption or revolution or whatever you can call it. But Intawagbedani is not revolution, is not to overthrow the government. Àwa ń béèrè fún ẹ̀tọ́ in the directive way tá à ń pè ní self-determination. Okay, so because we are being marginalized, you know, in Tofua said in 1960, so there's a lot of crisis going on in Nigeria as we speak right now. Once again, Muki, followers were around the world. It might be because normally we are not getting a full transmission with my software tonight. So other platforms, there's a lot of movement going on there. Like I said, let's just manage tonight. It's better than preparation kankan because mo ti prepare fún alẹ́ yẹn mo ṣe lọ sùn more than 4 hours láti ìrọ̀lẹ́. Now ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré ka ntí Tinubu máa inherit kọ́lọ́ Elédùmarè kò fún ní òun náà sọ pé ká sọ fún Ọlọ́run kó fún òun lálàáfíà àti sọ fún Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run bá wà fún lálàáfíà ó ní àlàáfíà tó pọ̀ torí pé èyí tó wà lórí ẹ̀ ó ní burden tó pọ̀ ní face challenges keep me in good health to be able to mú ká tó sọ nínú fídíò tá play lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ bá ṣẹ̀ dé ẹ lè má rí fídíò yẹn bí a ká play fídíò yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí it's just under 50 seconds so ká play fídíò yẹn and I think I should download that video for future reference àbí kí lẹ feel ẹ ká tètè download the video yẹn ẹ jẹ́ n download video yẹn because video yẹn oríṣiríṣi fídíò náà ni Tinubu máa ṣe nísìnyí but I think eléyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká download ẹ jẹ́ n sáré download ẹ copy so mo ní tí màá fi ń ṣe download mi. So my download ẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ so a lè wà lórí system mi download 720 so that a kì í mọ̀ lọ́la nísìn wọ́n lè wá sọ fún wa pé fídíò yẹn ó yàtọ̀ bla 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 so bẹ́ẹ̀ ni as this sọ pé self-determination is our right so a ti download the video yẹn so now a lè wo láti bíbá yìí nísìn.
So carry the body to face the challenge and keep me in good health to be able to fulfill the dream and he has
Ẹ wo body reaction Buhari sí bàbá dead or alive. Màá play kíní padà sẹ́yìn. Ẹ wo body language Buhari. Body language ẹ má kọ̀gbọ́n kan tí Tinubu sọ. Buhari ni kí ojú yín wà lójú ẹ̀ ẹ máa wo Buhari.
So carry the body to face the challenge and keep me in good health to be able to fulfill
Ṣé rí pé ó ń fọwọ́ kanwọ́
millions.
Àwọn tó jẹ́ body language expert wọ́n lè break down in tí Buhari ń ṣe yẹn. The North are becoming uncomfortable now. Pé mission tí wọ́n fi ṣe yìí ó dà pé òun ò dẹ̀ parí ẹ̀ délẹ̀. Bí ó parí ẹ̀ délẹ̀ kò parí ẹ̀ délẹ̀ but ó ti jẹ gbèsè lẹ̀ fún Tinubu. Ìyẹn la máa sọ nísìn later. Ẹ jẹ́ n tún rewind lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. A ti download fídíò ìtorí ọjọ́ ọ̀la torí ó ṣeé ṣe kí fídíò ìka má rí mọ́ lórí social media.
So carry the body to face the challenge and keep me in good health to be able to.
Ẹ sáà ẹ wo bí Buhari ṣe ń fọwọ́ sọ́wọ́ ẹ wo bí ṣe ń fọwọ́ ẹ̀ ń fi ọwọ́ kankan wọ́ ẹ wo Mike tó fi ń interview Tinubu ẹ wo Mike ẹ ti ṣá àmọ́rú station wo ni bí NTA náà ló máa fẹ́ jẹ Nàìjíríà ẹ wo Mike tí bàbá yẹn mú dání sọ́wọ́ tí a rí Mike yẹn.
Dream and the aspiration of millions of families. And as a public,
ẹ rí Buhari ṣe ń fọwọ́ kan ọwọ́ ẹ pé kò mọ́wọ́ kúrò lọ́wọ́ ẹ rọ́wọ́ ẹ bó ṣe ń mú bọ́wọ́ yẹn ẹ Buhari bó ṣe ń mú bọ́wọ́ àmọ́ bó ṣe wá di pé Buhari wá ń fresh ju Tinubu kan lọ báyìí.
so carry the body.
Alright, Tinubu àti gbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ so ẹja close rẹ̀. Now let's come back here. So bọ́dì ni wọ́n ní Tinubu ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ẹ rántí pé a ní in tó fàjà ní ọ̀dọ̀ tàwọn ilé in tó fa sùrùtù in tó fa break up kò ju economic crisis. Kò ń ṣe economic crisis nìkan there are so many other undertone. Tá a bá sọ pé nǹkan jẹ́ undertone àwọn nǹkan tí ó ti ń build up tó ń build up tí wọ́n manage ó kọ̀ yìí ṣe kọ̀ rí economic crisis ní ó kọ̀ fi erupt ní boom Yugoslavia end up to split into so many countries. So kí ni Tinubu máa jèrè tó bá dé? Tinubu will inherit Nigeria's high debt and economics analysis what this means for the country's future. This was put together by author is Professor Onyewu, is a professor of economics and business at Allegheny College. As the 16th president of Nigeria, now, ẹ̀mọ̀tá Amẹ́ríkà fẹ́ ká máa ṣe. Ẹ bá rántí pé mo lọ sí Abraham Lincoln, kí ni kọ́ link sí bíbá so-called link sojú mi ní Senisha. Ẹ bá kí nígbà tí mo ń ka history Abraham Lincoln, he was the 16th president. Okay? Ẹ rántí òun lélẹ̀ níbi wa 16th president. So ìtàn fẹ́ ká ṣe ni pé ká remain Nigeria títí di kí ni the current president nísìn Joe Biden nọ́mbà kí ló wà nísìn nọ́mbà kí ni Joe Biden 46. So tá bá yọ 46 minus 16 calculator mi dá 46 minus 16 calculating kankan 46 minus 16 so that's 30. Ẹ ṣé gan ni yàrá comfort adilẹ. So what they're expecting me and you is to wait for up to bí àgbà tí Nigeria president bá ti dé 46 láyé wa máa dá. Do you see what the in táwọn àgbáyé tó ń prepare for mind wa nìyẹn because nígbà tá a wo Abraham Lincoln nísìn as at the time tí Abraham Lincoln dẹ̀ máa jẹ president America he died at 56. Tinubu tó fẹ́ jẹ president nísìn ti pé 76 kan ní Tinubu nísìn or thereabout because a sọ díẹ̀ nípa ìtàn Abraham Lincoln ìyẹn níjọ́ Wednesday tí mo jáde. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president. Òun ló stop àtẹ̀sọ́ ẹ̀ báyìí nígbà tí mo ń ṣe mo kàn sọ ní bọ̀dí tí mo ń kà fún yín níjọ́ ìdílé. Kákọ̀ briefly náà ni Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809. He died April 15, 1865. He was an American lawyer, politician, just like Tinubu is a lawyer. No, accountant ni Tinubu and a politician. And a statesman who served as the 16th president of the United States of America from 1861 until his assassination in 1865. Lincoln led the Union. The Union. Àwọn ló ń pè ní Union. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kàn tí ó highlight lábẹ́. During the American Civil War, the Union, also known as the North, referred to the United States, remained after the secession of 11 southern states to form the Confederated States of America, informally called the Confederacy or the South. The Union was led by Abraham Lincoln. Through the American Civil War. The American Civil War was a civil war in the United States. It was fought between the Union and the Confederate, the latter formed by the state that had succeeded. The central causes of the war was disrupted. Ṣé ìjọba Tinubu yìí could be leading to what we are reading here now in reverse? Ṣé mọ̀ pé tá bá wo gbogbo tí a kà ní just a little bit of this now also ló abolish slave trade. The United States abolitionists, the movement that sought to end the slavery in the country, was active from the late colonial era until the American Civil War. Is Tinubu going to push into that direction? Or again, under the US economy, then the United States is highly developed mixed economy. It is the world's largest economy by the normal GDP and the second largest by the purchasing power parity behind China. It has the world's 7th highest per capita. So again, the federal government of the United States. So what I'm just trying to link here is, we know that this Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of America, but Tinubu is number 16 as well. So if we're going to be waiting for up to number 46 president of Nigeria, a lot of us would have been dead long time ago, and there's still tendency that the Nigeria can't to my help gbogbo region wa. I mean, mama develop, they might get me wrong, in that little capacity. But ó sì máa padà sí situation ten rí, because expectation, mo kàn move forward a little bit ni. Expectation ni pé by now ó yẹ kí peace ti wà láàrin Serbia àti Kosovo. But ẹ jẹ́ ká ka tí BBC kan níbí báyìí ká tó padà sí ibi báyìí ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu. Serbia president has placed the army on alert and moved the unit close to the Kosovo border after clashes between the police and the Kosovo Serb minority. Ẹgbọ́rọ̀ yín dáadáa. Kosovo Serb. Tó bá pa àwọn èèyàn ní minority. Tá bá sọ pé minority, kí ni Google Translate meaning ẹ̀?
Minority.
One again?
Minority.
One more time.
Minority.
The smaller number of parts, especially a number of parts representing less than half of the whole. Ní Nigeria lẹ́ni nísìn, even though the power is now changing hands within the next 48 hours, in 27 to Olani 28, which is Sunday. Monday ni inauguration, but officially Buhari ti hand over fún Tinubu ní kíní tó ṣe ní Abuja ní Ṣíjọ Thursday kọ́ ló ṣe. But àwọn wo ló ń pè ní minority? The concept of minority, an ethnic, okay? An ethnic, religious, or linguistic minority is any group of persons which constitute less than half of the population in the entire territory of a state, whose members share common characteristics of culture, religion, or language. Tá bá rántí pé bàbá wa Chief Tola Adeniyi, he said few things, that even tí àjọṣepọ̀ wa àti Fulani bá continue in 1,000 years, a lè ní peace. Ẹ jẹ́ kó gbọ́ fídíò yẹn just to link it with the conversation that is going on at the early hours of this morning. Once again, this is KOKORO, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. It is now 4 minutes past 2 a.m. and we've done about just close to 2 hours already, even though there was a little bit of delay in the transmission because we couldn't get our transmission to penetrate through the Facebook. So we have to use the mobile phone to operate tonight.
They drink, they fornicate, they do all the things that all human beings do.
It's not a question of religion. There's no question of anybody being truly a Muslim there. You know, even I knew a chief judge who was supposed to be leading Muslim prayers, who anytime he came to me in my official residence, he would put a brandy or whiskey in a mug and be drinking, and they would smoke and all that. So I don't think it's religion. When they started this Sharia, how many of them are obeying the Sharia? How many of them? No, not none of their leaders. So it's not religion per se, but they use religion to deceive people and say Hausas were not Muslims at all. So they say, well, let's give you a superior religion, we'll give you Islam. But that didn't apply to the South, because we've had Muslims in Yoruba land even before 14th century.
So truly, what we are fighting against, or what is going on, is clash of culture.
And civilizations.
And civilization.
That's right.
Not really the Fulani versus the Igbo, or the Fulani versus the Yoruba.
No.
It's clash of civilizations.
Yes, clash of civilizations and clash of cultures. Yes, you're right.
That means we have not really integrated as a people.
Never. We have never been.
So the word the Nigerian...
I hope we follow ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá wa Chief Tọ́lá Adéníyì mo pẹ́ ń follow ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dáadáa. Ẹ rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ, as a lot of us are excited with the new government that is going to take place, some of us are thinking, ṣé kò ń ṣe pé delay tactics tó lélẹ̀, ṣé kò ń ṣe pé agenda láti keep Nigeria kó ṣe máa function lélẹ̀, ṣé kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n tún hold wa nígbà tí a lè lọ, àbí ṣé bàbá yìí máa ṣe ìgbésẹ̀ tí Nigeria máa fi padà sí regional government, restructure the country, or disintegrate the country? Ǹjẹ́ máa fún láyè? These are all questions that Omama unfold gradually. It does not matter how long it's going to take. All that will be witnessed among as many of us. Before then. Let's go back again.
People is a fallacy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Because, again, in those days, you will say, there have always been Igbo markets, Hausa markets in Enugu. There have always been sabos in Shagamu. But those sabos were occupied by Hausas. Hausas are peaceful people. We traded in Kola Nord. We did even the few Fulanis that came with them at that time, when you had a sabo in Shagamu or in Ibadan here, they would still look for one Fulani man and make him their Seriki.
How did the Hausa accept
They were subdued.
Despite their large numbers.
Yes, they were subdued. Of course, they killed, they ruined, they extirpated their 7 kingdoms. They killed their 7 rulers and took over under the guise of religion. Another thing they used, they used the word corruption. Oh, your people are corrupt. We are saints. Your people are corrupt. They've always used the word corruption to deceive people.
But the jihad is over. How come the Hausa man is yet to claim that Hausaness again?
It's just now that the efforts we are making in the South have begun to yield fruits. You will be surprised to hear that now in Hausa land, we now have Hausa Christians. Never had that before. Never. You now have Middle Belt Forum that are saying we are not Northerners, we are Middle Belters. We are not Northerners. Don't call us Northerners. Now, when you see a Jukum man or you see a Lantan man and you say you are Hausa or you are Fulani, he will be angry. He may even draw his dagger. Don't call me Fulani. I'm not Fulani. I'm not Hausa. What we did not know until recently is that when you call a Fulani man Hausa, he will be angry. He will say Banzani. Because he knows that I'm superior to Hausa. Can you say I'm Hausa? But before now, before Buhari came to establish his suzerainty over Nigeria, we lumped all of them together for Northerners. And like I wrote some 4 years ago, there's no North. There's no North that we used to know. The North is dead. There's nothing called North anymore.
So there's a Fulani now standing on his own.
He's standing on his own. There's no more North. If they try any war today, oh God of mercy, the kind of cohesion you had in the army, the military in 1966, will never happen again in this country, if there is a country at all. You will not find a Hausa soldier now, an Igbo soldier going to Enugu to kill a fellow Igbo. You will not even find an Igbo soldier coming to Ibadan to kill a Yoruba man, or a Yoruba soldier going to Enugu to kill an Igbo man. It will not happen again. So the Lantan people, the Benue people will never, ever allow themselves to be used by any Fulani mischief maker.
So if I'm getting you right, your argument is that the Fulani hegemony has been broken.
Dead.
If the Fulani hegemony has been broken,
yes,
does it mean that the social structure of Nigeria is about to witness a very hard hit that will lead to a new Nigeria?
Yes, for those who agree with you to the extent of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. But for such people, yes, with the weakening of Fulani hegemony, there could be a Nigeria that will integrate the Soba Fulanis, the town Fulanis, and still reconstruct, rebuild, and then have a Nigeria that should be. But I, as a person, as Tola Adeni, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset.
Ibi tí mo fẹ́ ká mú dání nìyẹn, àbínú mo ń ṣe a little bit of my tea. Mo fẹ́ ká gbọ́ ibẹ̀ yẹn dáadáa. It will take 1,000 years. Ká tẹ̀ sọ pé nínú 1,000 years yẹn, mo ń bọ̀ máa rewind ẹ̀ díẹ̀ because omi ẹ̀ ti ready pé lọ sáré gbé tí yẹn wá mo ń bọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ àgbọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, máa padà wá lórí láti wá ṣe analysis ibẹ̀ yẹn.
People will never, ever allow themselves to be used by any Fulani mischief maker.
So if I'm getting you right, your argument is that the Fulani hegemony has been broken.
Dead.
If the Fulani hegemony has been broken,
yes,
does it mean that the social structure of Nigeria is about to witness a very hard hit that will lead to a new Nigeria?
Yes, for those who agree with you to the extent.
When you hear people say a new Nigeria, just forget it. It's all fraud. There's nothing going to call a new Nigeria. It's either we go back to our own territory. Asking for a new Nigeria is like people that are waiting for, miracle. There's going to be a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria is going to happen. It's going to happen in our lifetime. Everybody go and vote. Get your PVC. Everybody go and get PVC. Hey, we're going to vote. We're going to vote. Everybody knew that the votes is not going to give them result. One more. Every Nigerians know that these votes, which they look behind me, is all part of the crime. Oh, go and get your PVC. If you get your PVC, you can, the West state, you can decide who you want to become the president of Nigeria. Just go get that PVC. That was the message from the West. America, go and get your PVC. As long as you have your PVC, you can decide. Use your PVC. Use your PVC to decide. Use your PVC to make decision who you want to become the next president. But everyone can tell about me, Chief Tola Adeni is on there. A lot of people are waiting for new Nigeria. I read from the church. There's a particular man, he comes up with his prophecy every now and then. There will be a new Nigeria. But Babawa Chief Tola Adeni is something that we are not holding. We are not looking into that. Kini Koton so? One so nipa. In 1,000 years from now, 1,000 years. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ. How many years? Let's remove how many years from the 1,000 years I was talking about. Remember, I was just pushing. Tinubu is the 16th president. But as at 18 something, America is 16th president. America is running number 46 today. Okay? Are we going to wait for up to when we get to 46 president? But even though when we get to that 46, Chief Tola Adeniyi is saying something, no? That in 1,000 years from today, what don't bomb me? About 1,000 years from today, or let's even agree with, let's use part of the ayé tàti rod in Nigeria. Should we say 100 years? Because Nigeria itself is 100 years. Or should we push it back? We are till 200 years, 1,000 also. Can I agree? A comment. It's not a comment. Can I agree? Ṣé a sọ pé 200 years láti lò nínú ọdún tí bàbá wa Chief Tola Adeniyi sọ àti lò 200 years nínú ẹ̀. Nǹkan pè ní pé òun gbé nílùú òyìnbó nìyẹn, kò gbọdọ̀ mọ bó ṣe ń mutí. Tó bá mọ bó ṣe ń mutí ò lè gbé nílùú yìí. Okay, Wàrí sọ pé 200 years. Ta ló àti sọ pé yes, ẹ mọ̀ pé speaker lèmi. So ta ló tó agree pẹ̀lú ẹ̀? Gba nínú 1,000 years tí bàbá yìí sọ, ṣáàtì lo 200 nínú ẹ̀ àbí ká tún gé sẹ́yìn díẹ̀. Sunday Makinde, yes, a ní èèyàn 5. Ó dèèyàn méjì, èèyàn kan ló ti raise motion. Waris ló raise motion lálẹ́ nínú house. Mo kí bàbá wa Kemo. So gbogbo ẹni tó kù ẹ kàn sùn ni. Ẹ fi mí pa ṣáyó. Ẹ wà lórí program. Àbẹ́ tí ń sùn lórí show. Ẹlòmíì ti sùn lọ báyìí wàláì. Ẹ wá farawé mi ojú tèmi dá. Prince Adeola sọ pé 200 years ó dèèyàn méjì. Àti rí méjì lórí YouTube. Àwọn ti Facebook, àwọn ti Instagram, àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀sán kọ́kọ́ ni wọ́n kàn kí mi lọ́tún lósì ni. Alright, so now tá bá ti lò 200 years, ta ló lè bá mi calculate lẹ́yìn tí Tinubu fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí nísìn, a máa add yẹn náà mọ́. A ní 800 years to go. Ọdún wọn ní 800 years yẹn máa fẹ́ bọ́ sí. Tí àjọṣepọ̀ àwa àti Fúlàní máa dọ́gba. Nítorí pé mo fẹ́ ká fi kankan sí back of our mind. Bí a bá ń ràn ní government lọ, bí ẹ mọ̀ pé Nnamdi Kanu náà sọ something similar bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ṣé a máa run government lọ ní every 4 years tó máa fi go kárí ilé ẹ̀rántí kan tó máa ń ní sweet kárí ilé. Ǹjẹ́ okay àti get 200 years yẹn mo fẹ́ kẹ́ bá mi minus and plus nǹkan kan. Ó máa kù 800 years. 800 years from today. Ìyẹ́ wo nìyẹn máa fẹ́ bọ́ sí? Ẹ̀yin demomas ẹ bá sáré calculate. 800 years from today. Bí a bí rough bàbá tẹ̀ get in the real iye ìgbà tó máa jẹ́ gangan. But ẹ ṣáà fún mi ní guideline pé ṣé 20, ṣé 40, 60 something ni 800 years from today lénìí. Torí pé Tinubu máa débẹ̀ so ká calculate pé láti ọdún yìí náà 800 years. Okay, what is not do? The father must go to school. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi 3023. So everybody agree pé nǹkan tí Waris sọ yẹn. So 800 years from today will be 3023. N tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé 800 years from today. Year wo ló máa bọ́ sí? Gbogbo àtàwọn báyìí definitely a máa ti kú. Sẹ́ni tó máa wà láyé mọ́ by then. So okay, Great Yoruba Nation sọ pé 2823. Àti ní nọ́mbà méjì o, so nǹkan kan right báyìí. Waris àtúntún rí 7077. Ó ti di mẹ́ta o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká get it dáadáa o. Prophet Ogunde sọ pé kò tẹ̀lé work. Náà tẹ̀sí pé get year yẹn. Àti ní figure mẹ́ta lórí Instagram. Great Yoruba Nation sọ pé 2823 ní 800 years from today. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. 800 years from today ni mo sọ ká calculate láti 2023 tá bá fẹ́ 800 years torí pé bàbá yìí sọ pé in 1000 years àjọṣepọ̀ wa àti Fúlàní ò lè work. Okay, Buhari ṣì stake pé 3023 ni Prince Ofiope so báwo gbogbo ṣe gẹ́tì èèyàn mi okay àwọn mẹ́ta lórí Instagram sọ pé 2823 ni Waris ṣé wàá tún calculate dáadáa Waris ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Azeez ní Koiki dey crack our brain because a gbọ́dọ̀ máa wo future wọ́n mímí tó mi kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń rántí èmi ní gbogbo ìgbà ọ̀nà àwọn àrántí ẹ̀yìn náà okay this is sọ pé 2033 so Waris ó dà ń pé tọ̀dọ̀ tẹ yẹn 20 okay bó ṣe okay this is ní 2023 plus 800 no kò ń ṣe 1000 years ni mo calculate mo àti a lè tún sọ nígbà tá a ti lo 200 years nínú 1000 a lè tún lo 1000 yẹn mọ́ náà so everybody agrees as 2823 so ó dà pé Waris ló fi òpè bí a mo ní 1000 no Waris ọmọ ká ti sọ pé a ti lo 200 kúrò nínú ẹ má bínú pé kámẹ́rà mi ìyàwó mi wá ní kò dá kíyàn máa fi nǹkan sẹ́nu nígbà tí bá yàn ọ́ wo kámẹ́rà ẹ̀ ọ̀rá ń lo nǹkan kéékèèké lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi níbà ni so ojú mi lè lé padà kò síbi tó jù mí lẹ má wọrí mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tájọ́ wà lórí program so àti àṣọ Waris ó dà pé wọ́n lo mix it up is not it àti lo 200 years already nínú 1000 tí bàbá yẹn sọ okay Waris ti agree pé 2833 because ẹ̀wọ̀n pé tá à ń ṣe yìí rẹ́kọ̀dì ni so it is called Sokoseni mix up thank you so much for everyone that is on the platform now ìwọ tó wá ti wá rí pé so 28 ìjà lè tẹ ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ ṣe nǹkan kan lórí Google àpòwèrè ní Google ẹ mọ̀ pé ifá ni mo fi lọ fọwọ́ gbá tì í bá lọ fọwọ́ gbá báyìí ó dà sí gbogbo kọ̀ǹpútà mi ni ṣe jẹ́ kí n rọra gbé tì yẹn sí bíbà torí tí bá ti mú ẹ̀wọ̀n káwà tá a bá dẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwáyá Yorùbá bí àwa Nigerians a máa ń fọwọ́ ṣe illustration so ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe kankan 20 kí la pè nísìn no 28 23 calendar no ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí 28 fẹ́ wò kankan by no calculator dáadáa 28 ni èèyàn 0 yẹn kúrò. The world the world by 28 future lẹ ká máa wo gbogbo àwọn tó ń wo the short term future gangan lẹ ká máa wo so mo kàn type ẹ ní the world by 2833 or the year so what we are just trying to bring out here is nothing more than the fact that here you can see a big number of yearly calendar from the current Gregorian calendar system. The year range is from 1 AD to 999 AD. 2823, no information is available. But the computer will revive you. How long until the year 2823? Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe breakdown here from this side. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tájọ wà pẹ̀lú mi. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n yọ bàbá yẹn kúrò but a máa gbọ́n tó sọ tán àwa wo background yìí because èmi ti rí background ẹ̀ bọ̀ image in block ẹ̀ so ẹ ká gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí délẹ̀ ń bọ̀. Màá ṣojú òpó so that a lè interact fẹ́yìn tí ẹ fẹ́ pè. The future from now based on tí bàbá yìí sọ ìyẹn bàbá wa Chief Tọ́ládé nìyí. Wọ́n sàn kankan tí gbogbo wa tí à ń miss láàrin méjì a ti agree pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ifá olókun ọ̀la òun ni Google. Sherry, like I said, we don't have a problem with Tinubu. Àwọn kan ní projection tí Tinubu máa ṣe ni pé a máa tẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ but a tẹ̀ débi pé a favour Yorùbá, a favour Igbo, a favour Hausa. Nobody can foresee that but we will know as his government continue. But one thing is, should we remain in Nigeria? Tí Fúlàní náà wà láàrin wa, tí gbogbo àjọ jẹ́ Nigeria, a lè rẹ́ even in 1,000 years. A dẹ̀ ti sọ pé nínú 1,000 years, a ti lò 200 nínú ẹ̀, ó kù 800. Ẹ̀dá gbọ́n tí bàbá wa Chief Tọ́ládé ní ìsọ.
Of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. But for such people, yes, with the weakening of Fulani hegemony, there could be a Nigeria that will integrate the Soba Fulanis, the town Fulanis, and still reconstruct, rebuild, and then have a Nigeria that should be. But I, as a person, as Tola Adeni, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person.
Listen, Baba, it will take 1,000 years láti fi change àwọn olórí burúkú tá à ń sọ yìí. Even if we are all running Nigeria, we are running government, politics, hopefully APC náà máa run for 16 years. Láti ní àtúnjáde, àwọn èèyàn máa kú, àwọn èèyàn máa rẹ̀ nínú Nigeria. Ṣé àwọn kan tí bàbá yìí sọ is not talking about the today. He's already talking about in tí gbogbo àti calculate sí bíbá. Tani in a thousand years, but our break ẹ̀ pé nínú 1,000 years yẹn àti lò 200 years nínú ẹ̀. Nigeria fúnra rẹ̀ gan ti pé 200 years, but a mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ tún fún ní extra 100 years lé lórí. 100 years ẹ̀mí pé before the 1914 amalgamation and after the 1914 amalgamation, because about calculate 100 years backward, listen, ó bọ́ sí 1914. Taba ní ká tún calculate another 100 before 1914 yẹn. So a dẹ̀ ti wà pẹ̀lú wọn whether we like it or not, because Fulani wọ́n máa move around ni. So tí mo fẹ́ fàyọ ní inú ètò talẹ́ tí à ń lo Serbia àtẹ̀sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Kosovo púpọ̀ lálẹ́, but a máa padà díẹ̀ nínú ẹ̀. Line yẹn ti open fẹ́yìn tẹ́ bá fẹ́ fi ọgbọ́n sí díẹ̀díẹ̀. We might go a little bit over 3 hours, but ẹni tó bá rẹ̀ ẹ monitor bí tẹ gbọ́dé tó bá dàárọ̀ kẹ́ continue pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Aago 2 àbọ̀ ṣẹ́ẹ̀lù lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. Ara tèmi lé tátátá ni mo ti sùn, so mo sì ní strength láti run mo dẹ̀ jí lọ bí kankan lọ́la. Weekend láwà, ìṣòro làwa ń ṣe níbí báyìí, kọ́lọ́run kó gbàdúrà wa. Èmi ò ní jókòó síbí kí n bẹnu àbùkù lu Kristẹni, Mùsùlùmí àtàwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe. Ìtàn sọ fún wa ni pé reality lèmi dé pẹ̀lú. Fact, but Koiki kí ni way forward? No, way forward náà ni pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. It's as simple as that. No, kò sí ọ̀nà way forward láti wá kiri. Ẹja gbọ́n tí bàbá ìsọ̀lẹ̀ nǹkan sí. Màá tún rọra jáde sí díẹ̀ sẹ́yìn.
But I, as a person, as Tola Adeni, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land and let me occupy it.
That is the bush Fulani.
It is the bush Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ mẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ má bínú pé mic mi wà on, so voice mi máa jáde ní méjì. Mo kí mọ́mí wa Latifa ẹ̀ka bọ̀ wọ́n ìdàdàlẹ̀. Mo kẹ́yìn ti Dubai, wọ́n ní aago 5:30 àbọ̀. Wọ́n á ti fẹ́ pè ń báyìí àbọ̀ ti pè ń. Disney sọ pé Buhari close our borders, open the border. Buhari ní òun close the border nítorí pé kọ́ má bàa gbóúnjẹ wọlé, ó ní the right to ṣe ẹ̀rọ̀gbọ́ fídíò tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń máa dé ní. Mo kí ìyàwó Wendy Taylor, mo kí Pythagoras_auto. Ṣé mọ́tò yín ṣe máa ń bá wa tún ṣe tó ń lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀? Mo kí gbogbo yín àgbàlagbà tí a ti dá ojú wọn sílẹ̀. Tíyàn bá wà nínú church service náà, ìyẹn ṣáà máa gbàdúrà. Ẹ má bínú pé program yìí ó ń wá bẹ̀ nígbà míì. Ó dẹ̀ ti pẹ́ ta ti ṣe late night, àbí ìyá mi gbé mi lékè. Ó ti pẹ́ ta ti ṣe late night now. Àtẹ̀ráyè ṣe late night ní gbogbo àárín ọ̀sẹ̀. Ìgbà tí gbà sí láti ìdájí títí dọwọ́ ọ̀sán, wọ́n máa fi dalẹ́ báyìí, máa knock out ni. So mo dúpẹ́. Ó kẹ́ ti kí àṣùbà, Ọlọ́run á gbàdúrà wa. Ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ bàbá wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
And the town Fulani is more in number.
No! The town Fulani is less than 1%.
How did you get that figure?
Oh, go and find out. Let them allow a sense. What are the Fulani? They're very few. The ones who have in Abuja, or the few that dot spaces in Sokoto. I'm sure that that Sokoto, as we speak, is not a Fulani town.
Is it not?
No, that's a mistake we make. Zamfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in Zamfara than Fulani. There are more houses in Kano than Fulani.
But the Fulani govern.
They are in town. They are in charge.
Yes, so it's their town.
Yes. By subterfuge, by cunning, by.
Mo fẹ́ béèrè kan, mo kí bàbá wa Kọ́ládé, ẹ̀gbọ́n wa Sẹ̀míù Adéyẹmí, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá. Ìjọ possible kí Fúlàní kí Tinubu government kó slow down àwọn Fúlàní nínú Nàìjíríà? I'm asking a question. Ẹ jẹ́ ká má gbàgbé déètì wa tí a ti mọ̀ nísìn pé tá bá calculate 800 years from today, ó máa fún wa ní báwo la ṣe máa pronounce ẹ̀ ṣe 2023 la wà ní sani 2823. Ìwọ tó bá ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa 800 years from today ìyẹn lè ní ó máa fún wa ní 2823. Àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n lórí social media tí wọ́n calculate brain wọn dàbí further mass àwọn ló ti bá wa calculate. Mo béèrè kan, ṣé Tinubu ìyẹn Baba Jagaban èmi ló kàn? Okay, we also be 29th century. Wàrísì orí ẹ̀ àníṣe mo mọ̀rú course tó ṣe ní yunifásitì àti bíá PhD ló ní ni gbogbo nǹkan ló mọ̀. Ó mọ̀ nípa trade, ó mọ̀ nípa international relationship kan. Ó náà máa wà ní 29th century nígbà yẹn. Gbèsè lè dùn máa rí. Gbogbo àwa báyà ti lọ. Gbogbo wa pátápátá. Àwáyé má lọ sí i. Àtọ́bá àtijọ́yé gbogbo wa pátápátá láti máa lọ. Àwọn another generation ló ṣẹ̀ máa dé. Ṣé àwọn generation ìṣá tó fẹ́ káwọn máa wá sí abroad kọ́ máa fọbọ́ kọ́ máa fọpátá kọ́ máa tọ́jú èèyàn kọ́ máa ṣe kìíní kan? Ṣé yẹn la fẹ́? Àbá fẹ́ kọ́ overrun wa? No, tó fi pé Fúlàní ò lè overrun wa. Wọ́n lè overrun wa now. The only thing we need is pé Tinubu lè slow wọn down with the agenda, because Tinubu máa ní power láti work out. Èèyàn kan ní wow, kí ló wá kú àṣà 29th century. A wà ní 21st century la wà nísìn. 19th century ni òyìnbó change kingdom wá sí Nàìjíríà. So tó bá ń gbọ́ 1914, that was 19th century ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní àbá kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa bí ṣe wù wá ká gbọ́ yín, but lágbára Elédùmarè à á ṣiṣẹ́ níwọ̀n bàtà bá lè ṣe, because àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí ó ṣe kókó pé kó penetrate àwọn èèyàn wa dáadáa, torí pé ẹlòmíì understanding pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation a nífẹ̀ẹ́ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu, it is actually 31st century. Okay, àtútù ní date méjì bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Waris wọ́n ti challenge ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n ní it's going to be 31st century, not 29th century. So ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ẹ tún sáré bá a gbé yẹ̀wò. Ṣé ní 2823 ìyẹn 800 years from now, ṣé 29th century la máa wà ní àbí 31st century? Torí pé intan ṣe ó wà documented torí ọjọ́ ọ̀la. Torí ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ comment mo mọ̀ pé àwọn family yín mọ̀ yín láwọ̀ tẹ̀ mọ̀ yín torí ẹlòmíì fake information lẹ́ ń gbé jáde, and I can understand, ẹ̀ wà very careful torí ẹlòmíì wá iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe wà sensitive, ẹlòmíì ò fi wá expose, àwa ti wà expose gan. Ó dà pé àwọn èèyàn mọ exposure táwa wà, though kò sí ìbẹ̀rù fún ọmọ Ọlọ́run ló máa ń sọ. He is right. Ta ló right? Ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ pé 31st century. So ta ló right? Ṣẹ́yìn lẹ right àbẹ́yìn Waris? Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́ dáadáa. Òyìnbó yẹn is right. Ẹ̀yin lẹ kọ́ 31st century. So ẹ̀yin lẹ slow program down nísìn. Ẹ bá mi tètè comment. Ṣé Waris is right lẹ mean? While I'm still going back. So what we are just saying to àwọn Yorùbá ni pé we are concerned. It is actually 31st century. Okay, all right. It is actually 31st century. Okay, all right. since tí Waris ò tí ì padà bí Waris ṣe ń ṣe calculation lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá àbí àwa ọmọ Yorùbá mo gbọ́dọ̀ include ara mi. We are not fighting each other with ourselves. Waris is right. Getting confused around there. And it is actually 34st century. Actually, Waris is right. So, it seems you are not sure yourself. So, Waris, I stick with yours, 29th century, Ramawa, 28th, 23. So, if we are people, actually going to Mr. Adeshola, I will not back Waris. Motion, we are ready to raise motion on the platform, but the debate, put in question. So, Mr. Dire that he agreed with is going to be 29th century. So, we are calculate wrongly and then Sherry Yoruba nation. Number one, there's just too much of crisis. Tí ó fa wàhálà Serbia, tó fa wàhálà, no, not even Serbia, tó fa wàhálà. Economic crisis ló dá ogun sílẹ̀ ní Yugoslavia bí ti ṣe sọ tẹ́lẹ̀. Mo kàn fẹ́ ká sáré play bàbá ìtàn torí pé wọ́n block viewer.
By crookedness, by all sorts of gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration, by intimidation. And I said they are politically savvy. What they did to the rest of Nigeria, when they realized that the Fulani in the military, they could no longer use the military to retain power indefinitely. Since they've had power, they had access to the treasury, they say, oh yes, Edmund is from the east or wherever, brilliant man, he may likely oppose us and contest with us and rival us. Let's make him an ambassador. Let's give him an oil block. Let's make him a billionaire. We padlock his mouth. Let's get an Abiola. Make him a billionaire. Let's get this. Let's get that. And make them big. They will never be able to look us in the face. Then we can continue. Looting the treasury, we can continue. And once when we are in control of the treasury, we are in control of everywhere.
They will not be in control of that treasury. Actually, going to mommy comfort Ologunja. So everybody to agree with 29th century, 800 years from now, which calendar time might 2823. Kí olúkálùkù máa ronú pé níbo la fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ìran wa wà. Níbo la fẹ́ fi ìran wa sí nígbà tí àwa bá lọ síbi tí àgbàlagbà ń lọ kọ́nà kó fún gbogbo ẹlẹ́mìí wọ̀nyí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà ọ̀nà àtúbọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí yín. Tí gbogbo àjọ gbé dání aṣojú ẹ̀mí wa ó lè dàbí irọ́ ni ní 80s ìlú pín rẹpẹtẹ Yugoslavia pín sí yẹnyẹnyẹnyẹn Soviet Union pín country ti gba ìlú tí wọ́n ti declare wọn títí dé 2011 South Sudan 2006 Montenegro 2002 èmi ti dé ìlú yìí àṣìgbà tèmi wà nínú tèmi fa gbòòrò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ àwọn East Timor ti gba country mú kí Mr. Saheed Jimoh so ẹ má rò pé kínní ó dàbí àtẹ ẹlòmíní ó ti ń pẹ́ jù yes ó lè look like that ìdí tá a ṣe sọ pé country la fi gbà kò kí ń ṣe mọ́ínmọ́ín kò ń ṣe bọ̀lẹ̀ àtẹ̀pàdúgbò tá a bá ti gbà is a lifetime solution àwa máa ṣe politics nínú ẹ̀ a máa ní crime náà nínú ẹ̀ a máa ní àwọn tó máa disagree pẹ̀lú ra wọn but a mọ̀ pé láàárín ara wa la ti ń ṣe yẹn nítorí pé bàbá yìí ti sọ nǹkan kan tí ó ti knock it off okay à ń bá Nàìjíríà ṣe nísìn okay wọ́n gbé fún Tinubu nísìn gbogbo Àbújá mo rí Pasuma mo rí gbogbo wọn everybody ó dà pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi Zazu nìkan ni ó ní 10 million òun fẹ́ ọ fáwọn ní 5 million òun ti ń calculate pé Tinubu tó débẹ̀ nísìn owó ńláńlá ló máa rí gbà ló máa rí àwọn kan máa jẹun níbẹ̀ so òun fẹ́ tètè gbá tiẹ̀ because probability so I don't know I'm just saying but àwọn ṣàgbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ bí apá àbá rántí ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbọ̀n tó sọ so kí ló dé tí kò fi gba 5 million ọmọ yẹn náà anyway celebrity ló pe rẹ̀ ó náà fà wọn ní 5 million ó wá sọ pé Nàìjíríà is a. ẹ fi ọ́fà Zazu ní 5 billion tẹ̀ ṣèyàn dáadáa ẹ fún ní 10 million èlò ní 10 million chicken change Zazu máa dá wọn lóhùn jàre next time tó bá ti ní ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ní kò bullshit wọn dànù get out. ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sí inú program like I said bàbá rẹ̀ tó fẹ́ dá sí we will be able to do so if otherwise ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ máa gbádùn analysis tá à ń bá lọ. A ti ṣe 2 hours 27 minutes like I said mo ṣe ní strength there so we might go a little bit over the 3 hours cap tá a máa ń ṣe so bear with us ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé ẹ má bínú. Mo kí mọ́mí wa Sarah Oyèlọ́wọ̀ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ti Koikimedia. Ètò talẹ́ yìí tọ́pìkì tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí òun náà ni is another war about to break between Kosovo and Serbia. Mo wá ní and why kí ni ìdí ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà a gbọ́dọ̀ pa òwe níwájú ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà wọn tí kò bá sì dì obìnrin ò kì í ṣe kinní kan ìdí yẹn ni a ti kọ́kọ́ find out ti Serbia ẹ mọ̀ páyì rẹ̀ tí tọ́ọ̀chì ti Kosovo Serbia nìkan láṣẹ tẹnubọ̀ bí àwa náà ṣe ń tẹnubọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tiwa nìkan nísìnyí ṣe mọ̀ pé à kì í sọ̀rọ̀ Niger Delta a kì í sọ̀rọ̀ a máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Biafra díẹ̀díẹ̀ but àwọn yẹn nìkan kọ́ lájọ wà nínú Nàìjíríà. There is 250 different ethnic groups tájọ ń gbé nínú Nàìjíríà láàárín ara wa minority wa override wa but for now ìyẹn máa slow down because Tinubu emerge as the president within the next 48 hours will slow them down from touching the treasury. Owó tó máa jí nísìn ni owó ẹ̀yìn because Tinubu will be in charge ó máa láti appoint a new CBN governor ó máa láti appoint a chief of army staff ó máa ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tiẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sí tí Buhari ṣe so slow down máa wáyé but ṣé Tinubu lè paná Fulani agenda of Islamization ó lè paná ẹ̀ for 8 years ó lè paná ẹ̀ for life màá dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé fún ẹ bó ṣe lè paná ẹ̀ for life so that by 28-23 ká má lọ máa dúró de nígbà tí Fulani likely pé kájọ bára wa ṣe torí pé tí a bá paná intagbedani tá a bá paná ẹ̀ even in 800 years according to our father Chief Toladeni àjọṣepọ̀ wa àtàwọn minority tá à ń pè ní Fulani and if care is not taken okay ẹ mọ̀ fáwọn náà ń bí sí bí báwa náà ṣe ń bí lọ́dọ̀ tiwa speed tá a fi jọ ń bímọ ló kàn máa yàtọ̀ ni but whether we like it or not àwọn náà ń bí sí láàrin wa and they will have their own domination ó lè má pọ̀ but they will continue to build up if we are all still in Nigeria nìyẹn o Sherry being in Nigeria is not something we should be excited about anymore now maybe at some point nígbà kan but tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí calculate díẹ̀ maybe if federal capital is moved back to Lagos ṣe fi pé Tinubu lè mú federal capital padà sí Lagos ṣé ẹ máa resolve problem tó wà nílẹ̀ ṣó lè mú gbogbo military architect padà wá sí Lagos or sí Ọ̀ṣun state ṣó lè bá wa já díẹ̀ kúrò lára àwọn ibi tí mo rí àbúrò wa tí Tolúlọpẹ́ Arótilé ẹ jẹ́ n sáré mú fídíò wa fídíò yẹn mo kàn pàdé ẹ̀ níbi tí mo tẹ̀ ní láti download ẹ̀ wá sísàlẹ̀ nísìnyí tó ń jó nínú ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì àṣekú yẹn ti ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ kábíyèsí Elédùmarè Ọlọ́run ọba Nàìjíríà yẹn àgbákò ìlú ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ a máa gbọ́ fídíò ọmọ yìí náà Katsina wọ́n ti ń threaten ẹ̀ journalist ni ẹ rán mi létí níbo ni Tolúlọpẹ́ Arótilé wà òkè dà pé wọ́n jẹ́ ká post ẹ̀ sí bíbá ẹ̀ because I need problem pẹ̀lú posting wa ní few days ago so I'm not sure I posted it here ó dà pé the other side I posted it so what we'll do is let's just listen to this while I get that video ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sí no ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ti Al Jazeera yìí. This is now again kí ló ń fa violent. Mo ti sọ fún yín pé violent ò ń ṣe tó dáa. Àlàáfíà ní grandma wà, ìyàwó Oòduà àtàwọn Oòduà gbogbo wọn ṣẹ̀ wọ bẹ́ẹ̀dì lọ nísìnyí. Kódà ìyàwó Oòduà ló ń bí pé ṣé mo ní ṣe program fáwọn èèyàn mi lálẹ́ yìí torí pé ó rí pé mo ti sùn látẹ̀ǹkan mo ní èyí tó ṣọ́ọ̀jù ni pé nígbà tí mo ti jí program máa wáyé ni ẹgbọ́n wọn mọ Oòduà lẹ́ẹ̀kan tí ó sùn ó ti dìde but ìyá ẹ̀ ti gbé lọ sókè padà. Ẹ ṣé gan ni mọ́mí wa Sarah, mo kí gbogbo lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o, mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà, mo kí ẹ̀yin ọlọ́pọlọ. Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà oníkùnbẹ̀ǹbẹ̀ tó ń sọ̀pọ̀tì Tinubu tí gbogbo intọ́ máa jẹ lórúkọ wá. Àwọn òwò future kára property. Mo tẹ̀lé property kan ní orí Instagram tó ń jó rẹpẹtẹ náà gbé lórí Linda Ìkéjì mo ti rí ìmọ̀kùnrin àbí amọ̀ ìgbà tó sì system tó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wọlé lọ, mo fi lọ mú fídíò tó lọ pa àrò tìlé wa.
Kosovo used to be part of Serbia, but ethnic Albanians make up 92% of the 1.8 million people who live there. Around 6% are ethnic Serb, and they say they've been marginalized.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ mẹ́rin ó ní they have been marginalized. They have been marginalized. Mo ti rí ti torí lọ parí tilẹ̀ mo gbọ́dọ̀ sáré download ilé ìgbẹ́ ká gbọ́ kakọ́. Ó ní they have been marginalized. Ìlú tó bá ti marginalize àwọn èèyàn ẹ forget it. Mo kí bàbá wa Olú ọmọ Adédèjì. Mo máa kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ti ń lọ Àbújá báyìí tí mo mọ̀ pé ìgbádùn lẹ́wà. Èmi ò ní kẹ́ má gbádùn ẹ̀. Èmi ò bá yín wo ìgbádùn ọdún mẹ́jọ. Èmi fẹ́ ìgbádùn forever and ever. Nítorí pé ọdún mẹ́jọ gbà mélòó ó máa tán lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Ọdún mẹ́jọ dàbí in tó máa dé tó máa lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú long term. Mo fẹ́ save image Tolúlọpẹ́ yẹn ní fídíò ẹ̀ Tolúlọpẹ́ Àròtilé. So mo wá gbé fídíò lọ sínú archive mi ṣe ra màá lè mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ wá. Mo fẹ́ ká rántí ọmọ yẹn. Ọmọ yẹn máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun kó tó di pé àwọn Fúlàní lórí burúkú ọba wa pa. Ẹ ká sáré gbọ́ fídíò Tolúlọpẹ́. And I believe this video was just almost the time that she was about to die. Wọ́n ní tíyàn bá mọ ọjọ́ tíyàn máa kú, èèyàn lè má jẹun fún a whole day. Nígbà tó bá gbọ́ pé ó máa kú lọ́la, ìbẹ̀lẹ̀ mí ẹ̀ máa wà. So ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ mú fídíò ẹ̀ jáde. Kákọ̀ tó fi ṣe ìrántí àbúrò wa. Mo rántí pé nígbà tí Tolúlọpẹ́ kú, n tó connect mi àti Ìgbòho tí bàbá mi Ìgbòho Ṣàká fi mọ́ra lémi kò ju ikú Tolúlọpẹ́ Àròtilé lọ. Tí mo lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sunkún níwájú fídíò lélẹ̀. So ẹ jẹ́ ká play fídíò. Èyí kan tí ń gbọ́ ọ́díò yẹn kò tí ì ṣe ṣùgbọ́n fídíò yẹn máa jáde nísìnyí. Ẹ já fi àwòrán Tolúlọpẹ́ sílẹ̀ kí a dẹ̀ fi àwòrán ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn torí pé n tó connect mi àti mo bá lóye sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá ó ti dànù nísìnyí. Private conversation ni a ṣáà ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan. Mo á rẹ́rìn rẹpẹtẹ, n tó connect mi àti ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá òun ni arábìnrin tẹ́ ń rí ní 2 years ago precisely. Ó ti dàbí àná báyìí. Òun ti wà ní another realm. Ìyẹn àbúrò wa. She's only 24 years old. Nigeria wasted, and that's the end. Kọ́lọ́run bá Elédùmarè kó wà pẹ̀lú àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ẹ̀. Mo bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ rí, mo ní láti mọ̀ wọ́n, wọ́n ní láti mọ̀ mí. But tí mo mọ̀ ni pé n tí Fúlàní ti ṣe nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní damage, ní collateral damage tó ti ṣe, ó máa take a very long time tá bá tẹ̀ máa forgive wọn rárá. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àìtí lè forgive wọn gbogbo á sì jọ wà nínú Nàìjíríà? Ó dìgbà tá bá kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà tá take sovereignty wa padà tí a lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ pé development ń dé, heritage wa wà secured, territory wa wà secured. Maybe then a lè máa ronú sí forgiveness fún wọn. But tẹ́ bá ṣì wà nínú Nàìjíríà, kò sí bí ẹ ṣe lè tẹ̀ ní fẹ́ forgive wọn. Tinubu náà máa fún yín ní basic things of life. Ó ti promise gbogbo yín. Ó ní òun náà máa face challenges, a máa padà síbẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sáwọn Kosovo white sister wa ń jó níbẹ̀ yẹn.
Resigned last month in protest against Kosovo's plans to ban Serbian license plates. Serbia's President Aleksandar Vučić blames Kosovo for provoking the situation.
Today at the meeting we discussed what
President Serbia lele. Ṣógun ti fi bẹ́lẹ̀ ní Serbia. Serbia ìyẹn president wọn lele. President wọn lele. Ó ti ní kó move àwọn ọmọ ogun. Wọ́n ti move wọn lọ tọwọ́ sí border Kosovo torí kíni ẹ̀jàgbọ́n tó ń sọ níbí.
we have to do.
Tó o bá dẹ̀ mọ̀, tó bá ń rí Al Jazeera is funded in whole or in part by the Qatari government. Gbogbo pé ń rí Al Jazeera tó ń tanná yanmọ́yanmọ́ tó yẹ pé tá ẹ̀ báyìí ti gbọ́ news Al Jazeera láti fi confirm bí àtẹ̀mí sọ tòótọ́ ni. Àwọn ní owó látọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba wọn, okay? So tèmi ò dẹ̀ ní owó látọ̀dọ̀ anybody. That means pé public làwa máa sọ fún pé ẹ fi support yín, ẹ bá wa máa fi support yín ká lè máa fi tẹ̀síwájú. Media ò kì í ṣe ìtìyàn fi sọ pé nígbà tá a ti sọ pé media Yorùbá làwa gbé dání. Tó bá jẹ́ pé mo ṣe Yorùbá nation nísìn, màá mọ bí ṣe fẹ́ lọ fund ara mi, màá mọ bí tí mo ti fẹ́ lọ source owó mi. But in tó fi lè sọ pé Yorùbá nation media làwa gbé dání, tá a dẹ̀ sọ fún yín pé láti ilẹ̀ ní almost 3 years now, ó ti lọ pé 3 years pé ní kankan mi ta fi ṣe mọ́. Ẹ̀yàn lọ wáṣẹ́ no ìwọ kọ́ ló máa mọ̀ ní láti lọ wáṣẹ́. Ìwọ kọ́ ló máa sọ fún mi pé kí n lọ wáṣẹ́ torí pé tí bá lọ wáṣẹ́ mo ti dín time tí mo fẹ́ fi máa ṣe Yorùbá nation mo ti ń dínkù. Gbogbo wa kọ́ la máa lọ ṣiṣẹ́. Àwọn kan iṣẹ́ tí yín ni pé kẹ́ máa cross check in tá à ń sọ, ká máa cross check in tá à ń ṣe. Ká dẹ̀ máa sọ pé okay Koiki lówó àfàdúrà rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Mo gbọ́ pásítọ̀ wa kan tí tó sùn, àwọn ní voice note mo gbọ́ gbẹ̀yìn. Wọ́n fún wa nímọ̀ràn. Ó dà pé wọ́n náà tó sá lọ tó bá fẹ́ padà wá nǹkan kan ṣá ìmọ̀ràn oríṣiríṣi pé tá bá tẹ̀ máa gbà wọ́n padà ká máa fi gbogbo ó ṣàṣà gbogbo ìbákọ̀bákọ̀ ṣá wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣàdúrà àwọn olówó tó fẹ́ fún wa. But ẹ̀yin dẹ́ lówó ẹ ti di pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ support wa. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ fún àwọn tó ń support. Ẹ̀yin àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ owó ni. No, Al Jazeera tí wọ́n ń wò lójoojúmọ́ tó bá mọ̀ jẹ́ lọ pé Al Jazeera òun lélẹ̀. This article is about Arabic language TV channel for similar branded channels in other geographical. Wọ́n ní Al Jazeera English, wọ́n ní Al Jazeera Balkans, wọ́n ní Al Jazeera America for their parental company and media conglomerate of Qatar. Qatar ló ń fún wọn ní owó tó fi ń operate. So tó bá ń rí Al Jazeera tó dàbí ìgbà pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mi so rest in peace ẹ ṣe gan ni grandma Sarah Oyelọ́wọ̀. But I think a lot of people don't understand that. So you just think that, when I come here and say, support us, support us. No, it's because funding of a media is either is coming through the public or is coming through the government. Ṣé nísìnyí ṣé Tinubu lè fẹ́ kó máa support media tí ó ń ṣe Yorùbá nation? Àìtí gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn gan, gbogbo àwọn kan sọ pé àti gbowó wọ́n ti fún wa lówó. Èmi á dẹ̀ máa sọ fún yín ní gbogbo wa pé ṣé nísìnyí tí mo gbé Yorùbá nation dání, mo sọ pé my 24 years in UK, mo ti upload àwọn videos yẹn, màá sọ bí tó wà, wọ́n ń ṣe àwọn design kan lọ́wọ́, flyer máa jáde, YouTube page tá a ṣí fún, a máa sọ fún yín, ẹ lọ subscribe síbẹ̀ láti òkìṣẹ́ ká announce ẹ̀ díẹ̀ lálẹ́ mo ń bọ̀ dáa pé fídíò yìí ń block ojú mi àbí mi mọ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ èèyàn ń block ojú mi then cut my sister down there. Láti on the 31st, I can announce that officially now. Lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ tèdùmàrè, láti on the 31st, ẹ máa láǹfààní àti máa wo another YouTube channel. Kò ní sí live program kankan níbẹ̀. My life in UK. Gbogbo tí ó le, kódà tó bá béèrè question lọ́wọ́ mi, màá lọ fi ṣe documentary. Mo kì í ṣe visa o, but mo lè fún ẹ ní up to ìgbà tí mo dé UK títí di wákàtí in 25 years. Tí bá dijú mi, màá ṣàlàyé fún ẹ. Those videos will be less than 10 minutes, ìbí máa jẹ́ 4 minutes. Mo ti ń ṣe so many of them. Gbogbo bí tí mo bá ṣe dé kó tó di pé mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation ni mo ti upload for now. Gbogbo bí tí mo bá ṣe dé ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation, gbogbo bí ṣe lọ Nàìjíríà in the 2018, 2017 títí dé election coverage, gbogbo activities mi pẹ̀lú Nigerian community ní UK, gbogbo ẹ̀ ni mo ti upload pẹ̀lú àwọn new videos nípa immigration ni, nípa driver license ni, nípa gardening ni, mo ti document ẹ̀. Videos ẹ̀ àti upload over 100 videos. Launching ẹ̀ on the 31st, lágbára Elédùmarè ni màá launch ẹ̀. Mo máa sọ, mo ti ní fún yín ní page yẹn. So màá fún yín ní page yẹn, ẹ lọ subscribe sílẹ̀. Nínú comment section náà láti máa mú topic mi jáde. Is a brand new, lára tí mo ti fi ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀. Ó rí pé Yorùbá nation slow iṣẹ́ mi down. Mo rẹ̀ fi English dẹ̀ ni mo fi ń sọ ìtọ́pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀. Torí pé I'm not talking to Nigerians alone now. Gbogbo àgbáyé ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. Torí ẹlòmíì fi wá UK kò mọ bó ṣe ń wọ train. So it's a kind of a new documentary about my life tèmi, my 25 years in UK. Ó máa pé 25 years ní September tí mo dé ìlú. So ìwọ tó wá fẹ́ wọlé àti ìwọ tó ti wọlé àti ìwọ returning, you can learn something from it as well, or you can use that to prepare your mind fún what tó bá ṣe máa travel lọ́jọ́ iwájú. So that is coming up. I'm a launch it on the 31st, which will be your birthday me, lágbára Ọlọ́run. So let's come back to the conversation. So Al Jazeera is funded by Qatari government. So they have money to pay for any services. Wọ́n lè rent a building in America, ìjọba wọn ló ń sanwó ẹ̀. I would love to have a koikimedia brand in America, but we don't have that kind of money. So ìta ṣe ní àwọn tó wà nílé nìkan ni mo ní lọ́wọ́, and I have other different freelance that say Koiki alebe sáré kankan láti ìlú kan and all that. So let's come back to the conversation and leave that. A fẹ́ padà sí kí ló ń fa ìjà àtàwuyewuye tó fi bẹ́lẹ̀ ní Serbia.
What is important is that we appeal to Albanians and to Serbs to preserve peace, to calm the situation. I appeal to Serbs in northern Kosovo and Metohija to be calm and not to fall for provocations.
Jẹ́rìí pé kò sọ English ò kí ń ṣe èdè ìlú wọn. Èdè tiẹ̀ lòun sọ tó ń pè ní Serb. Mo lè ti fún yín ní a bit of background wọn. So let me just quickly go the last lap. Just kò ní pẹ́ mọ́ níbí báyìí. During the breakup of Yugoslavia, Serbia formed a union with Montenegro. Montenegro fúnra rẹ̀ nísìnyí. Serbia and Montenegro are known until 2003 as the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. Former Yugoslavia, or simply Yugoslavia, was a country in the Southeast Europe located in Balkan that existed from 1992 to 2006. Following now, Lenin nisin Montenegro fúnra rẹ̀. If you do not know, Montenegro náà ti dá dúró. Okay, Montenegro, European country ni. Okay. Àwọn ńlá wà nígboro nìyẹn, helicopter fi lọ lókè yẹn, kò ṣe mí lọ́wọ́ má wọ̀rí. Gbogbo population Montenegro is 619,000. Currency wọn euro ni. So that means they are a member of European country. Ìgbà ọlọ́gba independent. When did Montenegro gain their independence? Ṣorí ìgbà tó gba independent wọn. 3rd of June 2006. Ṣé wọn kọ́ ọmọ tó bí ní 2006 lọ́dọ̀ tí wọn is far better than ìwọ tó wà Nàìjíríà. So lójú wọ tí à ń sọ pé a fi gba Yorùbá nation, ó dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ kó ń pẹ́. But process láti ṣẹlẹ̀. A gbọ́dọ̀ ṣàlàyé fún yín. Ẹ já fi Tolúlọpẹ́ sílẹ̀, a padà sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ka tó tún parí program. Ọlọ́run bá wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ẹ̀. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mo yẹ nísìn. Following the dissolution, gbarabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè dissolve yẹn, ìwọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí Elédùmarè ta ni wọ́ tí wọ́n máa sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè dissolve. Ìwọ ló ní Nàìjíríà ni. Ṣèbí ìgbà tó bí ẹ síbẹ̀ ló mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ni. You are stupid to be even saying that Nàìjíríà ò ní pé ẹlòmíràn Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kó pé. Ẹ yé máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ náà pé Nàìjíríà ò lè pé. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́gẹ́ bí illiterate bí ẹ̀yin, ó jẹ́gẹ́ bí mọ̀mọ́ bí ẹ̀yin. Ẹ máa close Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kó pín. Who the hell are you láti máa sọ pé Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kó pín? Mo kí mọ́mí wa beauty underscore àmọ́. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi T_A_Abi. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi náà ni gbogbo yín, ẹ bá jù mí, bá jù yín lọ. Who the hell tó máa sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè pín? Òun gbọ́ ohun tí Aisha Yusuf ń sọ, òun gbọ́ ohun tí Peter Obi ń sọ. Nàìjíríà máa dissolve, kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀, ó máa pín sọ́nà mẹ́fà, tó bá fẹ́ pín sọ́nà méje gbẹ́jọgbọ̀n sẹ̀. Alẹ́ yìí tẹ́ máa sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò ní pín. Who the hell are you to be saying that Nàìjíríà ò ní pín? Alẹ́ yìí, Nigeria is going to break. Ìgbà tó fẹ́ break yẹn ni àìtí mọ̀, ọ̀nà tó fẹ́ fi break ni àìtí mọ̀, bọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò ní dissolve, irọ́ lẹ pa. Let's listen to this. I was already in this country when Montenegro was getting their full independence. And maybe we should find a video. How did Montenegro gain independence? Ẹja lọ gbọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ wa dáadáa. Níṣòro, ẹ ṣàrántí professor yìí. Professor, ó ti náà máa ṣe Yorùbá nation fún wa. But ó náà ó wà lára àwọn topic tó ń fi discuss. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Mr. W, wọ́n ní they use politics to bribe a lot of Yoruba to forget Yoruba nation. Well, it's just a temporarily. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa gbádùn Àbújá nísìnyí. Àwọn lọ́lá Àbújá. Yorùbá ló là Àbújá. Ẹ rí pé gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ò ní wọ aṣọ Fúlàní mọ́ bó ṣe máa wọ̀ ní in the last 8 years. Gbogbo ọmọ máa dress pẹ̀lú proper Yorùbá outfit. Dáa pé kọ́ọ̀lù kan fi wọlé. Ẹ já lọ sí mo ní dárúkọ bí táyà ti ń pè bọ̀ mo state tó ti ń pè. Hello caller. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Àwa ni ẹ.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun.
Àwa ni ẹ sọ.
Ọlọ́run á pín yín lérè.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Ọlọ́run jó tì yín.
Àmín.
Ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ Ṣẹ̀dé láti sọ̀rọ̀ ni mo ní ọpẹ́ tọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ mo ṣe tún ní lórí live program.
Ṣe fẹ́ dá sórí ẹ̀ ní abẹ́kọ̀fẹ́ lórí pẹ́kọ̀ ẹ ti pẹ́tẹ́ gbóhùn ni torí ẹ tí mo tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ mi lórí.
Mo máa ń fẹ́ pè ẹbẹ̀ tí máa ń wò pé ìgbà míì ó lè jẹ́ orí program báyìí lè máa ṣe lọ.
Ẹ bọ̀ orí program tí mo ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé ṣe fẹ́ bá wa sọ lórí program ni abẹ́kọ̀fẹ́ kí wa.
Èmi náà orí program náà mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé.
Ẹ yẹ gbóhùn sókè because gbèsè ń sọ tẹ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ tó kọ̀ pé kókò fi kí mi nìyẹn mo ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀ ẹ gbóhùn sókè.
Okay, so lórí mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ actually náà mo ṣe ń wọlé ní bẹ̀tí díẹ̀ tí mo gbọ́ ni pípín ọ̀rọ̀ ti ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àdúrà takuntakun máa ń gbà ní torí etí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ gbé jáde tán rò pé tí bàbá tán rò pé bóyá ó lè jẹ́ kan ó lè rí kankan ṣe lórí Nàìjíríà lè rí kankan ṣe sí kankan tó fẹ́ rí ṣe. Pípín yẹn bá bọ́ sí gbogbo ibi tí mò ń lọ àdúrà tèmi gbà tí máa ń sọ táwọn bá pín Nàìjíríà ò ní bí lọ kò sí kankan ó máa wọ́ọ̀sì sí ojoojúmọ́ every year ló máa wọ́ọ̀sì sí. Báwọn ẹlòmíì bá gbé ẹlòmíì wá láti anywhere Nàìjíríà ò ní bí lọ ẹ̀tàn la fi ń ṣe ẹni tí wọ́n gbé síbẹ̀ ó wọlé kò wọlé wọ́n á jù síbẹ̀ kéèsì tó wà kóòtù wọn rí yẹn yanjú. lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ò níbi lọ ọ̀tí tó bá tó pín àgbẹ̀kọ̀ pa nìyẹn bó jẹ́ gbàgbé àlágbára náà ọ̀sán àbúgbà nìyẹn gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe lónìí náà ló jẹ́ pé wà tán fẹ́ kí Yorùbá kò tó pé irú Ọlọ́run àti ìwọ̀n lẹ́yìn gbogbo àwọn tó bá jọ̀ láti wọ̀ fẹ́ ká pé Ọlọ́run á mú wọn kúrò agbára àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ẹkúṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ló ti.
Thank you so much. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣe ń dé láti iṣẹ́ òru, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ òru. Ìkan náà làwọn náà ṣe níbi aago 3:30 ló ṣẹ̀lù. Mo dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bá wa ká lọ. Ẹ rí i pé countdown ló wà níwájú wa yìí. Lágbára Elédùmarè. A ti bọ́ nínú oko ẹrú before 800 years from now. Ẹ ṣọ́ àmì ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa. Mo ní sẹ́ before 800 years. 800 years yẹn jẹ́ 799 years, 7 months and 4 days. Láti èní. Ní sí nínú Nàìjíríà mọ́ in the next 800 years. Nítorí pé Nàìjíríà ó ti hold wa padà sẹ́yìn ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ. And how many months ní 800 years from now? 9,595 months. How many weeks ló máa bọ́ sí? 41,721 weeks. How many days? 292 kìnnìkan days. How many hours? Gbogbo ẹlẹ́rìí. Ara ń tí Ifá máa fún wa lélẹ̀. But nígbà tí a fẹ́ fi Ifá fi ṣe kankan, torí pé Ifá lè fún ẹ ní the future, a guide ẹ. Ẹ̀sìn Kìrìsìtẹ́nì náà lè guide èèyàn. Ẹ̀sìn Mùsùlùmí lè guide èèyàn. But àwa làwa ní Ifá. In táwọn bàbá ńlá wa ń lò ní. Kò ń ṣe ń ta lè condemn whether we like it or not. Kò síbi kankan tá a fẹ́ fi ṣe. But a padà síbẹ̀ yẹn. Ibi tá à ń bọ̀rọ̀ lọ, ó ní pé arákùnrin yóò tẹ̀ sọ òyìnbó rárá. Torí pé òyìnbó kì í ṣe language ẹ̀. Èdè tiẹ̀ ló fi ń communicate. It might look like it's not going to happen, but it will definitely happen. Gbogbo program yóò ní ju an hour maximum lọ. Ó lè má tó bẹ́ẹ̀, ó lè tó bẹ́ẹ̀. So that kí gbogbo wa lè lọ fẹ̀gbẹ́ lélẹ̀. Torí Saturday ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ bá níbi tó fi lọ. Ẹ má bínú pé ó pẹ́ ká tó jáde.
Our correspondent Ogrin Zoric reports from Belgrade.
Serbs from Kosovo's north are still blocking main roads in that region using trucks, buses and heavy machinery. In the same time, Kosovo police is keeping closed the two main border crossings between Kosovo North and Serbia. Tensions are very high and the schools in northern Kosovo today are closed. Here in Belgrade, Serbian National Security Council held a crisis session, but President of Serbia, Aleksandar Vučić, declined to elaborate on the adopted steps. He said instead that Serbia demands the release of all Serbs arrested by Kosovo police. Serbs blocked main roads on Saturday after the arrest of the former Serb.
Ṣé rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ bíi protest ń jáde níbí báyìí? Ṣé rí the only option in the world tí àwọn èèyàn máa ń lò ní púpọ̀ jù òun ni kọ́kọ́kọ́ sọ fún ìjọba tó bá wà níbẹ̀ pé a fẹ́ nǹkankan. Tó bá wá náwọn fẹ́ nǹkankan, wọn ò ní ṣe mọ̀ pé Kosovo ní sójà, wọn ní ọlọ́pàá. Bọ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé àwọn ará Sáàbù tó ń gbé nínú Kosovo ló ń dá wàhálà lẹ́nìsẹ̀. Wọ́n sọ fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Kosovo pé in tó fẹ́ ṣe yẹn àwọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí. But ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa we are a very mo mọ bí ṣe fẹ́ pè ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn á ti wà tú ẹ̀mí wa a fẹ́ kí nǹkan kan ṣe ẹ̀mí. But ẹ̀mí fúnra rẹ̀ gan sọ pé tá a bá deal pẹ̀lú problem yẹn ẹ̀mí yẹn fúnra rẹ̀ gan ti wà in danger. So we live in denial. Part of that denial is ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sọ́dọ̀ Tinubu torí pé bí ṣe sọ gbogbo program yìí nísìnyí kò ní tó 1 hour tí wọ́n aago níbí báyìí 3:10 láwà ó pẹ́ jù aago 4 gbáko a máa parí ètò yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré ka nǹkan tí lára problem tó máa affect heart wa ṣe mọ̀ pé heart tí heart ò bá function dáadáa tó wà plugged ìwọ tó bá tóbi ẹ má bínú heart máa ń ní failure ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ń ní kíyàn lọ slow down oúnjẹ tó bá ń jẹ tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ lose weight àwọn oúnjẹ ọ̀rá nǹkan ìyẹn tó wà tóbi náà ṣe mọ̀ pé nígbà míì ìyẹn máa wà arákùnrin yóò dàpọ̀ fit létà ẹ̀kọ́ pé ó kú kí ló bá heart ò function dáadáa ni ṣẹ́rí heart Nàìjíríà ó ti gone bí a máa padà sára bàbá ẹ̀ bí yàn kan bá sọ pé heart ẹ̀mí Nàìjíríà ó ṣe ẹ ṣe lè fix ẹ̀ kọ́ gbé the best surgeon wá ní gbogbo àgbáyé kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ fix ẹ̀mí tó ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà kò ń ṣàwọn èèyàn ìyẹn Nàìjíríà fúnra rẹ̀ nítorí pé Nigeria is gone mo fẹ́ change the background so ká lè máa rí ohun tí mo mean by that sórí bíbá tó ń wò yìí map tó ń wò yìí ẹ̀mí yẹn heart ẹ̀ ó ti wà disturbed a dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ yọ torí tó bá dẹ̀ máa fix heart Nàìjíríà ìsídà ká yọ gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá ṣẹ́rí tó ń ṣe ni pé wọ́n ń fún lábẹ́rẹ́ irú Tinubu nísìn ìyàwó mi ní ó ṣe wá fit báyìí mo ní òun lọ abẹ́rẹ́ tó ti kó lè tó ti inject ẹ̀ pa ó gbọ́dọ̀ fit for the next 48 hours at least ó gbọ́dọ̀ lè dúró dáadáa torí ìdúró máa wà nínú nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe yẹn ó yẹ nísìn so bó ṣe rí nìyẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré ka kíní ìdí ẹ̀. Tinubu will inherit Nigerians' high debt and economics and analysts. What does this mean for the country's future? Ìyẹn ẹ̀mí Nàìjíríà kí ló mean? As the 16th president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, inherit an economy that is grappling with inflation, chronic. Gbígbà tẹ́ para kún mo dẹ̀ wá tí rí bíbà tẹ́lẹ̀ ọmọ tó ń pè ní chronic jẹ́ sáré kà fún ẹ jẹ́ sáré lọ wá chronic fún ẹ má bínú pé máa ń dá ìfàtì lọ káàkiri.
Chronic.
Tàbá ní
Chronic.
Again.
Chronic.
Persistent for a long time. Téèyàn bá ní chronic pain jẹ́ lọ wá meaning it under medical term. What does a chronic mean in medical term? Chronic disease are defined broadly as condition that last 1 year or more and require ongoing medical attention or limit activities of daily living. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ti Kogi State, mo kí ti Kwara, mo kí. So, sórí Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n wù yẹn, ó ti ní chronic disease. So, ẹ̀yin Yorùbá tẹ́ wà níbẹ̀ tí ẹ̀mí sọ pé Tinubu máa make Nàìjíríà kó bẹ́tà. Tinubu gan sọ nínú fídíò tá a play fún ilé ẹ̀kan pé burden faces challenges keep me in good health to be able to fulfill my aspiration to millions of Nigerians. There is a covenant purpose and other than that pé kí ló dé táwọn ṣe ń ṣe politics. Tó bá wá ṣe títí tí kò bá rí ṣe mọ̀ pé in 8 years àwọn kan ní Koiki má sọ pé kò ní rí ṣe Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó rí ṣe máa tọrọ ayé èké ẹ máa fi kọ́ Ọlọ́run lọ́rùn. In reality Ọlọ́run kọ́ la máa fi kọ́ Ọlọ́run nítorí pé society Nigeria system Nigeria ó wà in chronic pain. Unemployment, extreme poverty. Torí tó bá ń gbọ́ the word extreme poverty, Nigerian poverty profile is green. 2021 leleyo article yìí. It is time to move beyond handout. Buhari lọ gba $800 million. Ó náà fi máa ha fún àwọn the poorest people ní Nigeria. Èmi ò mọ̀ bí ó dọ́dọ̀ àwọn family tọ̀dọ̀ tí torí pé kò dọ́dọ̀ tiwa. Nigerians have been unjustifiably confused by conflicting poverty data presented by Muhammadu Buhari administration and the World Bank. According to Buhari, his administration has lifted 10.5 million Nigerians out of poverty within the past 2 years by Roburuku. But no sooner had he made a statement than the World Bank has said that inflation has plunged 7 million Nigerians into poverty. This article was in 2021, 2 years ago. Click lórí unemployment. Again, in 2021, a third of Nigerians are unemployed. Ẹlòmíà máa náà fi lọ university. Kí lè lọ university fún ọ̀sẹ̀? Kì bí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fi ní degree lọ́wọ́. At the end of the day, mọ́mí mi kan pè mí láti Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n ní Koiki, wọ́n ní 1991 nígbà táwọn wáṣẹ́, àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ àwọn táwọn fi ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. Ọkọ àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ nímọ̀ nínú ilé. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè, nǹkan ti bàjẹ́ nílùú yìí. 1991 èmi ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ wọ secondary school. Ẹ gbọ́rọ̀ tí mọ́mí yẹn sọ. Wọ́n ní 1991 gbogbo àwọn set àwọn pátá táwọn lọ ṣiṣẹ́ làwọn ń ṣe aya ẹlòmíì níbi iṣẹ́ tọkọ wọn mọ̀ nínú ilé kọ́ lè bá ríṣẹ́ yẹn. I'm sure some of our mothers àwọn náà wọ́n lè rí ìyá àwọn tó ti kúrò Nàìjíríà nísìnyí àtàwọn tó wà nílé o èyí tí mò ń sọ yìí wà lè máa sọ sákùn ara yín pé Koiki ọmọ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí oríṣiríṣi ló máa ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ last week ni mọ́mí yẹn pè mí Nàìjíríà ló wà wọ́n ní gbogbo set àwọn pátá but àwọn ọkọ̀ tó wà nílé ò mọ̀ and that is the only way tó fi lè ríṣẹ́ that was 1991 ẹ wá fà wá sí 2021 wọ́n wá ní a third of Nigerians are unemployed third of Nigeria àwọn èèyàn kàn rìn lójoojúmọ́ ni tó bá gbé báàgì báyìí tó gbọ́ ẹlòmíì àwọ̀ súùtù báyìí kò ní iṣẹ́ kankan tó ń ṣe ìyàwó comfort ológun jà ní very sad mọ́mí yẹn sọ pé mi ni she confide in me àwọn náà ti bí grandchildren ti wà nísìnyí wọ́n ní ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn ọmọ nínú ilé pé iṣẹ́ táwọn ń ṣe yẹn àwọn fẹ́yàn kan nínú ibi iṣẹ́ yẹn láti lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yẹn that's why today àwọn obìnrin wa ṣẹta láwọn obìnrin tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní báǹkì yẹn quota system ló máa ní kọ́ lọ wá wọ́n máa ní kọ́ lọ wá iye fund kan tó báǹkì ṣẹ́rí báǹkì system Nàìjíríà gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní báǹkì yẹn ẹ̀yà kan máa mọ̀ràn lọ síbẹ̀ tó bá ní obìnrin tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní báǹkì kọ́ lọ́n wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ kí ló tún wà níbẹ̀ inflation ẹ jẹ́ ká wo inflation sórí graph yẹn ṣé graph ṣó yẹ kò lè yẹ nígbà tí wọ́n tó ń ṣe tí ṣe wọn kí n bá lóye fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ sórí graph tó ń wò yìí sórí graph tó rọra ń wò yìí sórí bí ṣe ń gbọ́wọ́ sí tó yẹ bó ṣe ń lọ sórí the food 24.32%, all item 21.8%. tó bá lè fi get message yẹn sórí a máa ṣe program mi pẹ̀sẹ̀pẹ̀sẹ̀ lórí eléyìí so mo kàn fẹ́ kó rí ni sórí graph yẹn bó ṣe ń lọ sórí pé kò normal ok a wà ní March 2020 ok ẹ ká tẹ̀ lọ ok já ṣe báyìí já mo lọ sí láti January 2022 ìyẹn la máa fi mọ̀ ní January 2022 food was 20.4%. Kọsílẹ̀ o mo sọ fún ẹ pé o lè wà lórí koikimedia kó má ní pen and paper àbí pencil o gbọ́dọ̀ máa kọ́kọ́ kan sílẹ̀ ìyẹn ní January 2022 ẹ jẹ́ ká wá lọ wo January 2023 food ti lọ sí 24.32 jẹ́ tó padà sẹ́yìn ní January 2022 ọdún kan lẹ́yìn food oúnjẹ tẹ́ ń rà ní Nàìjíríà is 20.4%. wàá dẹ̀ mọ̀ torí pé ìwọ tó ń ra Indomie kódà ìwọ tó ń rà pé ìjọba additional sọ pé èèyàn lè ra pure water mẹ́ta pẹ̀lú 15 naira. by the time tí Tinubu máa fi gba government ní sí wọ́n máa make sure pé ẹ̀ nílè ra pure water kò ń ṣe Tinubu country ni o inflation pure water yẹn wọ́n máa sọ di méjì 15 naira ọjọ́ ẹ̀ ní sílẹ̀ mẹ́ta tó ń rà ní 15 naira yẹn wọ́n máa yọ ẹyọ kan kúrò nínú ẹ̀ á di méjì wàá sì máa manage yẹn kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kí Tinubu má lè yọ subsidy olówó á máa lówó sí i but tó bá lọ yọ subsidy kúrò tí ẹ rò pé Dangote máa tẹ̀pọ̀ fún yín lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ̀ ń tanra yín tú rẹ̀ nǹkan sí láti 20.62 jẹ́ kí èmi náà kọ sílẹ̀ torí record purpose so ní January food inflation àti mú ètò yẹn wá sílẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ àti wà ní 18 minutes past 3 bí ṣe sọ kò ní ju more than 4 a.m. lọ so that a lè tètè lọ sùn gbogbo wa bí mi wá tẹ̀ sùn màá lè jókòó síbi màá máa wo tẹlifíṣọ̀n mo fẹ́ wo àwọn tó kún fẹ́ lọ gbọ́ máa ń like Yorùbá wòye máa ń like àwọn analysis ẹ̀ dáadáa my beautiful sister so food yẹn jẹ́ food nìkan ni màá mú nínú ẹ̀ mọ̀ ní láti máa tó kù torí food gangan ni ẹlòmíì ẹ̀ ní láti tanná ní Nàìjíríà tó bá ṣàtìlẹ́ charge fún ẹ ní 100 naira níta kí ló fi tán ẹlòmíì freezer gan aṣọ lẹ̀ ń kó sínú ẹ̀ nísìn torí pé kò sí náà tẹ́tẹ́ fi operate freezer àwọn ará ilé mi sọ fún mi pé iná tó ń rà ní ẹ bá mi ṣe breakdown yẹn ẹ má pè ó ẹ kọ send ẹ sínú WhatsApp message máa pick ẹ lórí laptop iná tó ń rà ẹ bá mi ṣe breakdown yẹn bẹ ṣe ṣàlàyé fún mi ó ti gbàgbé ẹ má pè ó torí mo fi fóònù yẹn mo fi stream but ẹ send WhatsApp iye unit tó ń rà pẹ̀lú kinní kan 1,000 naira owó lọ sókè but unit wà drop down èèyàn mélòó ló lè afford ẹ̀ ìdí tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe lè tanná sílé nìyẹn kò ṣe pé ọ̀fẹ́ náà làwa lọ́n lórí báyìí so nígbà tá a ti mọ̀ pé ní January 2022 which is just a year ago mo lọ sí mall lẹ́nìí náà wọ̀ ibi tí màá ti ń ra nǹkan milk nǹkan náà ti lọ sókè níbí báyìí bọ̀ kò sí tax lórí ẹ̀. Now tó bá wá wo January 2023 the same food ní January 2023 ìyẹn ọdún yìí ó dẹ̀ ti lọ sí 24.32% láti 20.4% ó kù 48 hours tí Tinubu máa fi di president. So I can notice it by 48 hours. That's when we calm down. Now, for more reason tí ó ṣe ń sọ pé ìyà ń jẹ, oúnjẹ ló yẹ kó cheap jù ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà. So, in tí Tinubu gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ni pé ó gbọ́dọ̀ make sure pé ebi tó ń pa yín yẹn tí ẹ fi ń gba gàrí kóńgò kan, tẹ fi ń jó tẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn, àwa máa monitor eléyìí títí di next year. À monitor títí di the year after. But record wà pé àkọsílẹ̀ lénìí. So ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ torí àsìkò. Now, security. Again, Nigeria is spiraling insecurity. 5 essential. Mo kí bàbá wa Olúwatóla Adébánjọ, ẹni Yorùbá Nation no going back. Mo kí bàbá wa Lárẹ̀wájú. In the recent times, security, or more accurately, the lack of it, has been one of the most prominent items on the news agenda in Nigeria. Hardly ní wíìkì kan kọjá láti last year ní átíkù yìí títí di time kan sọ̀rọ̀ yìí tí wọ́n pààyàn ní Nàìjíríà lórí terrorism. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Amẹ́ríkà gan ti sọ pé àwọn èèyàn wọn tó pa, mo rí fídíò yẹn ní orí US Embassy Twitter. Ẹ rántí pé gbogbo pọ́pọ̀ Amẹ́ríkà consulate services because àmọ́ bí àmọ́ ọtí ní kò ṣe American citizen. Though mo mọ̀ pé America ń ṣe humanitarian work kan ní Anambra, even though pé governor Anambra náà wọ̀n kankan nípa ìwé ní gbogbo wọn. Governor tó mọ̀ pé America yín because ẹ mọ̀ pé flood ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ l'Anambra kò mú rí lórí page Twitter America. How many of us have Twitter? Tó bá ní Twitter, ẹ lọ register for Twitter so that kájọ máa communicate níbẹ̀. YòRàBÁ, that would have happened to me, Koiki, if I didn't escape the country. So, ìyá wa yẹn sọ fèmí wọ́n console mi pé ní 1991 gbogbo àwọn sàwáwò àwọn táwọn jọ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ whether ibi iṣẹ́ táwọn ti ṣe ní o ní company táwọn jẹ́ àbí another company wọ́n ná àwọn láti fẹ́ èèyàn kan nínú ibẹ̀ kó tó lè ríṣẹ́ yẹn. That was 1991 èmi ṣe fi wọ secondary school. Fún ilé tí ń sọ pé ó ti ń lọlẹ̀ ìjọba lórí ìwọlélé ìnàbẹ̀ àpò koikimedia Koiki Odùduwà. So our problem ti software fún alálẹ̀ kò jẹ́ ká rí program yìí ṣe dáadáa. So we need láti start another one. Torí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Koikimedia ó máa kú kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀. Fóònù yóò dẹ̀ ń bọ̀. Kò dẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kí charge tó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ. Àgbà fóònù. A lè ti fẹ́ parí program yìí at least kó tẹ̀ manage títí di tí máa fi parí ẹ̀. So jẹ́ kí n fi charger sábẹ́. Ìyá ó lè hold ẹ̀. Gbà mí kò wọ́n àlá kò charge tó bá ń kò tọ̀nà. So mo kí Mr. Kúnlé Adéwàkáwọ̀. Kò wọ́n àlá kí ọ̀dọ́pọ̀ ní software tí kò ṣiṣẹ́ lálẹ́. Òun ló ń jẹ́ ká tó máa ṣe gbogbo wàhálà yìí. Let's fẹ́ parí program yẹn. Kò tí bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ another live stream pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ kò ní make sense. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Koikimedia, in case tó bá ti dákú ẹ lọ sórí Koiki Odùduwà àbí YouTube ká fi parí program yẹn. So let me quickly just push. You might push too much. Now, Nigerians' debt profile stand out among these problems like a sore thumb. Àmọ́ sọ fún àwọn kékèké má já àwọn kíní kékèké tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí tó bá já ó máa dé egbò gidi ní òun lọ́rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. The country external debt stock, what it owes, àṣemáṣe program ni a lè parí ẹ̀ lẹ́nu definitely, and program it might be the one I will do again tomorrow, That's if I come out tomorrow, like long later on during the day. So eléyìí náà ni mo ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. So that ibi tá a bá ṣe dé nísìnyí kọ́ àtẹ̀sọ̀rọ̀ Kosovo rárá, Serbia nìkan la focus ní. The country external debt stock is about $41.61 billion US. Waris, company wo ni wà ní àgbáyé lẹ́nìí? Okay, mo tẹ̀lé sọ pé Shell. Ṣé mo pé Shell, profit to Shell was $41.40 billion US. Shell epo. Ẹ tún fún mi lọ́nà that company lágbàáyé tó ń pa 40 something billion. I'm sure we know that if a company lásán tó make $40 billion ní profit ní Shell, kí ló dé tí Nàìjíríà ò lè make owó tó pọ̀? Foreign reserve Nigeria lẹ́ni nísìn is less than, let me just, ànílé wo ti máa ní lálẹ́ no, I fẹ́ play late tẹ́lẹ̀. No, okay, bí a kàn sáré slot in bí Montenegro ṣe gba independent.
European country of Montenegro became the
Wọ́n ní Chevron náà as well.
192nd member of the United Nations in 2006.
Ṣẹgbọ́ 2006 ní Montenegro ṣe gba country.
However, unlike many other new UN members, it had in fact been an independent state previously. In this video, I'm going to explore its fascinating journey from independent state to independent state by at least 5 intermediate countries. Hello, my name is James Curlinsey. Welcome to Independent Thinking, a channel dedicated to international relations, statehood, independence, and the origins of countries. The Republic of Montenegro lies at the eastern shores of the Adriatic Sea in a region now known as the Western Balkans. It's one of the smallest countries in Europe, both geographically and in terms of population. Its 630,000 inhabitants reside in a country that's just 5,300 square miles or 13,800 square kilometers in size. Although it has access to the sea, Montenegro has always had a fearsome reputation for being all but impenetrable. Its highly mountainous terrain long kept it isolated from the outside world. Indeed, the very name Montenegro translates into English as Black Mountain. These natural defences served it well. Unlike other parts of the region, the country was never fully incorporated into the Ottoman Empire, which ruled the Balkan Peninsula for many hundreds of years until the 19th century.
But it's just good for us to hear it.
However, the story really begins in 1852, when the country became an independent principality. This was officially recognised by the international community at the Congress of Berlin in 1878.
Conference of Berlin níbẹ̀ ló ti báyé jẹ́ ní 1884 kan ni wọ́n fi pín gbogbo Áfíríkà ní gbogbo wa fi ń jìyà lénìí kọ́lọ́ má jà jìyà.
Then, just over 30 years later, in 1910, the principality was upgraded to the Kingdom of Montenegro.
Ó kù 4 years tí Gẹ̀ẹ́sì máa fi fún wa ní amalgamation. This was 1910. Ní 4 years after that, ni wọ́n sọ Nigeria, which is now called the amalgamation.
During the First World War, Montenegro was invaded and occupied by Austria-Hungary. Although US President Woodrow Wilson called for Montenegro to be evacuated and its independence guaranteed as part of his famous 14 points, at the end of the war, Montenegro's exiled king was deposed.
Nígbà tí President Woodrow Wilson ń sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ti amalgamate Nigeria 4 years after this. 1918 lélẹ̀, 1914 ni wọ́n amalgamate Nigeria.
And the country was incorporated into neighbouring Serbia. Just days later, on the 1st of December 1918, the country then became part of the newly formed Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes, which was subsequently renamed the Kingdom of Yugoslavia in 19...
Ààrẹ ti sọ tó fa ìjà Yugoslavia lẹ́ǹkan pé in tó fa break up Yugoslavia, economic crisis and also some undertone.
29. During the Second World War, Yugoslavia was invaded and occupied by Axis forces.
So World War III, so must split more borders. That's if World War III bá lọ wáyé. World War II, or create new borders, or destroy other borders. If World War III bá wáyé, we will not see the existence of a lot of countries. Some people will die, some people will survive it.
At the end of the conflict, the old monarchy was deposed and a communist regime was installed under the famous partisan resistance leader Josip Broz Tito. In November 1945, the Kingdom of Yugoslavia formally became the Federal People's Republic of Yugoslavia, which was renamed the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia.
1945, the world declared Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Ṣé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ọ̀tọ̀ wà Nàìjíríà lénìí àbí fáwọn òyìnbó nìkan ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún?
In 1963. Within this structure,
1963 tó ń sọ yẹn 3 years after tí Nàìjíríà gba independent, a year after that lógún bẹ́lẹ̀. Ṣé 1963 lógún Biafra bẹ́lẹ̀ àbí 64?
Montenegro would become one of the 6 constituent federal republics, alongside Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia, Serbia, and Slovenia. In 1980, Tito died.
1980 yẹn àwa náà wà nínú military coup oríṣiríṣi tó ń lọ nínú Nàìjíríà burúkú yẹn nítorí pé 1983 kan ni olórí burúkú bombasta Buhari ló overthrow Shehu Shagari. 1967 lógún bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣẹ́gun ìyá mi kan fún ológun gbà. So that means pé 4 years after tí máa yìí sọ 1963 lẹ́nu mo kàn ń try láti líǹkì àwọn years yẹn mọ́ problem táwa náà face as at that time nínú Nàìjíríà. That's what I'm just trying to do. Tá bá wo 1991 nísìnyí tó ń sọ yìí nísìnyí. I just went into secondary school 1991. Gbogbo alábẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbọ́ nígbà yẹn pé ìjà kan ń lọ níta. Ẹ mọ̀ pé rédíò la máa fi ń gbọ́ nígbà yẹn, rédíò kékèké. But now technology is good. Ogun lọ ní Ukraine àárín directly. Nǹkan tá à ń sọ nísìnyí ẹlòmíì lóòótọ́ ẹni wọ̀ gbọ́ but wọ́n ń gbọ́ náà abúlé míì ó lè má dàbí. Things have changed. Technology has changed. And that's why we must continue to educate our people. Kò sí bó ṣe lè rẹ̀ wá tó, kò sí bó ṣe lè wà frustrating tó, kò sí any allegation tó lè fúnra wa nísìnyí. We don't care because at the end of the day, our job is to be able to tell our people the future is bright. Future yẹn lélẹ̀. Future tẹ̀ ká máa think ni pé by the year 800, which is going to be the year 2823, which is a countdown. Àwa máa ti lọ lóòótọ́, but àwọn tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ lè gbé Yorùbá passport dání kọ́ dẹ̀ respect wọn ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Let's finish this up quickly.
This effectively started a process that would eventually lead to Yugoslavia's disintegration. As a result, by early 1992, the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia was now left with just 2 republics, Serbia and Montenegro. This raised the question of Montenegro's future. On the 1st of March, the country went to the polls to decide whether it wished to remain a part of Yugoslavia or whether it should follow the other republics and become independent.
Kí ló dé tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún wa ní that same option? Why tí àwọn ilé ní option pé they want to decide whether they want to remain or go? Àwa nísìnyí we are being forced because the 1999 constitution doesn't have the clause for referendum. And if it doesn't have a clause for referendum, we must then prepare our mind to engage civil disobedience and likewise diplomacy to force our representative into asking about a referendum to exit Nigeria or killing option to favor on the table. Yes, I'm pray lóòótọ́, but miracle ní wáyé tá a bá take action. And we must be able to get and penetrate into the system far better.
The vote was overwhelmingly in favor of remaining in the common state. 96.8% said yes of a 66% turnout. As a result, on the 27th...
Which is what we have never had. We've never been given that option. It's because democracy and practice. And they become so powerful, they have so much money, and they destroy the mindset of so many Yoruba people. So Yoruba one fight our and so future in Nigeria chronic disease. Just like we were saying because time here team love there. Nigeria chronic disease. Debt you are okay Nigeria. Impunity no go to run government in Nigeria. Multilateral lenders accounted for almost half of this figure. Eurobond accounted for about 38% of Nigeria's external debt. Exim Bank of China accounted for 4.3 billion or 86% of the 5 billion in the bilateral debt. The country's public debt stock, what the government holds in total, is about or was about $100 billion as of 2022. We say, because I'm the one who need to be my Latin join me on that platform. This phone here that can hold charging till about a week. So we're just about half an hour, so they won't miss too much. On other platforms. External debt present a bigger burden because they are dominated and the service in the foreign currency. Service debt in Nigeria for Naira is being serviced by what we called dollar. Nigeria they need enough dollar because need product, even the crude oil, which Dangote ní ọmọ bá refine. Tí gbogbo yín expect pé kó máa wá sílẹ̀. Dangote is running a business, okay? As an economist, I urge that while the country's debt profile should be a concern, it need not hamper Tinubu's ability to revitalize the Nigerian economy and to reduce unemployment and poverty rate. These are the two dangerous things that will continue to wind Nigeria down very fast. There will be crime rate. There will be people using drugs. There will be there will be more Nigerians that will turn into crime. We do not condone crime on our platform, but I will be seeing more crime happening. Not in Lagos alone, in Southeast, in the Southwest, in Middle Belt, in the North, in every part of Nigeria, there will be more crime. Crime yama increase due to more Nigerians will be forced to be taking drugs. Àwọn èèyàn máa fi gbé oògùn olóró lọ sí Europe, lọ sí anywhere. Wọ́n máa mú àwọn kan, wọ́n ní mú àwọn kan. We do not have money. Tinubu ò ní rí owó kankan. Ó dẹ̀ máa láti lọ wábi tó ti fẹ́ yáwó. Àwọn tá fẹ́ yáwó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ máa fún wa ní percentage tí àwọn fẹ́ fi yá wa, or a gbọ́dọ̀ fi collateral sílẹ̀. These two, unemployment and poverty rate, is going to damage Nigeria and force Nigeria into the crisis in the long run. So ìkànṣe Yorùbá nation ló máa force ní sí crisis. Àwọn kan máa lè jẹ, àwọn kan lè jẹ. Tinubu cannot guarantee every one of you pé òun máa fún ní owó ní every week. Kò possible. Nigeria lówó yẹn. What he mismanaged Nigeria for too long. Kò tó di pé Tinubu dé. Tó bá yẹ pé Tinubu dé before Buhari pé òun ló wọlé nígbà tí Buhari wọlé, maybe. But for now, Tinubu máa struggle gan. Ẹ máa rí tó máa lọ tó máa sọ lórí TV and all that. Ìyẹn ò ń ṣe pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì àpò ẹni kí wọ́n máa wò. Ìyẹn kan send message sí mi. Then gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ máa send message pé torí à ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Let me say this clearly. Whether a ṣe Yorùbá nation, whatever business is tẹ́ bá ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀, kò likely pé business ẹ máa survive, even tó bá yẹ pé ẹ ṣe Yorùbá nation. So ẹ má fi Yorùbá nation wá fi kẹ́wọ́. Mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. We are not saying that Nigeria pé n tẹ́ ń ṣe fún Yorùbá nation. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ má fi ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation fi kẹ́wọ́ pé n tá ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá. No. Nigeria ló affected, okay? You can send message. Kí wọ́n ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́. Nǹkan wọ́n ṣe business ò lọ. It's because Nigeria ni now. It's inflation. Kò tí kọ́kọ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation rárá. It has nothing to do with Yorùbá nation. Because tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ṣe Yorùbá nation, business yìí, mo sọ fún yín pé tó bá fi 10 million naira sí account Nigeria lé ní nísìn, within the next 3 months, owó yàn ní grow. Kódà kó máa ta cocaine gan, owó yàn ní grow because in tó máa gba owó yẹn nínú Nigeria ó pọ̀ gan. And tó dẹ̀ máa gbà gbogbo wa la mọ̀. So why are we now, pushing the narrative all the time? Yorùbá nation tá à ń ṣe yẹn ló gbàṣẹ lọ́wọ́ mi. How? When we all know that there's no job in the country. So the little tẹ́lẹ̀ Nigeria is not paying you the service. Èèyàn mélòó ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ ló ń san salary fún ní Nigeria? Gbogbo internet businesses. Is the businesses operating properly? Ìdí tí kò ṣe operate ni pé there is no mechanism to support that business. The economy is not supporting the business. So Nigeria has never worked. So prior to Yorùbá nation, olúkálùkù dẹ̀ ń jà fún ẹ̀yìn. So nothing has worked in Nigeria. It's a dead zone. So pé Yorùbá nation ni kò jẹ́ kí business mi lọ sókè, bàbárọ̀ nìyẹn, ẹ má fi yẹn kẹ́wọ́ rárá. It has nothing to do with Yoruba nation. Nigeria has affected every sector. I have not run a business in Nigeria, but I have families that are running business. And I know what they've been going through prior before Yoruba nation. So Yoruba, ẹni tí ó run a business before 3 years ago, ká tẹ̀ sọ pé after the first 4 years Buhari, nígbà tó do the second year, ẹni tó gba a whole shop, ó dẹni tí kò lè sanwó shop mọ́, ó cut it down, ó di pé wọ́n lọ gba ìsọ̀ kékeré tó rọra manage. Ìsọ̀ kékeré gan nísìnyí ò tún lè san mọ́. It is the country, Nigeria ti wà in distress. And this is one thing a lot of people don't want to agree. So the most salient question is whether the current debt level are sustainable. Debt sustainability. Although economics use various indicators to determine a country debt sustainability, two of those measures are widely used. One of the indicators is the gross debt as a percentage of the GDP, also known as the gross domestic product. In Nigeria, it was 38% as at 2022. The average for sub-Saharan African countries was 56%. According to the World Bank study, shows that the debt began to hurt. Tó bá sọ pé nǹkan hurt, tí òyìnbó bá sọ pé do not hurt the animal. Tó bá ti hurt the animal yẹn, ó máa lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Kí ló ń pè ní?
Hurt.
Again,
Hurt.
Kíyàn bá cause pain, ìyẹn là ṣe fi ń bára wa jà nílùú yìí. A lè búra wa, but tó bá ti lọ gbáyàn lẹ́sẹ̀ tó bá dákú tó bá kú, you will be paying a heavy price for hurting something. High interest rates are hurting the local economy. High interest rates. So Nigeria is in turbulence. Ìwọ tó bá wọ plane rí, má bínú, àwa tí wọ plane rí, kò yẹ bá fi ń dẹnu ni, mo worry. Tí ó bá dé stage kan, pilot á ní fasten your seat belt. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, ẹ lọ fasten seat belt. Ṣé wàá rí ní tí wọ́n lè fi support family tiẹ̀? Torí ilẹ̀ kékeré tó rárá pé kò make sense. Èyí tó bá lè gbìn sórí ẹ̀ nísinsìnyí, máa rárá máa gbìn. Mo ò ní fún títà o, fún jíjẹ fún wa àti family ẹ̀. Ẹ preserve nǹkan. Àgbàdo ni, ẹ sọ di ògì bàbà. Àkàgúngún ni. Gbogbo tó lè sọ pé o nídìí láti fowó rà ní tó ń jẹ gbìn. Tó o bá ṣe yẹn, fasten your seat belt ni màá sọ fún ẹ. Koikimedia lèmi jẹ́. According to the World Bank, ètò ikú 15 minutes a máa fi gbé wá sílẹ̀. According to the World Bank study, shows that debt begins to hurt in tó ń dùnyàn bí egbò. Nigeria economy ó ti wà ní distress. An economy, especially economic growth, when the debt or in the GDP ratio exceed 77%. Given this threshold, the debt carrying capacity of the Nigerian economy is still strong. Moderate, prudent addition to the country's debt stock will not push it over the precipice of debt unsustainability, at least in the next few years. This does not mean that the country should go on borrowing spree to finance frivolous and vanity projects. Vanity. Vanity upon vanity, only vanity. Only Nigeria. Kí gọ́fìnà máa lọ kókó 20 vehicles dání sẹ́yìn, ó máa rẹ̀ pò sí bóòtẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn staff lówó. Ó ṣàkóbá mọ̀ pé gọ́fìnà ló ń bọ̀. And all the nonsense things that is not needed. Where's hope? It simply means that the current debt level does not prevent economic growth, employment generation, and poverty reduction. So, that is how far I can go. I'll be discussing more of these later in another slot of program. The program came a little bit late than usual, but it's a late night conversation. Like I always say, I'm talking in a koikimedia group chat. We give them 5 minutes ahead of time when we're going live. I don't have a particular time to say I'll be live. Whenever I'm live, we're live. We are working hard on our platform to continue to use the little resources to educate the minds of Nigerians. Nobody is disagreeing with each other. We are not thinking of the short-term goal. Sometimes the short-term goal could make ripple effect to the long term. But in reality, 800 years from now, Dabashi wa nínú nonsense country yẹn, change mindset Fulani. But we can slow them down if we can come out of Nigeria between now and as quickly as possible. How do we do that? Is it a one-man task? Is it a group of people? It's all about everybody. Whether they agree with us or not, people are so excited. But I saw that same excitement when Buhari came in. And maybe I should remind you with this video, because we will be using some of those videos of your excitement now to tell you the same thing we told Buhari and those of you that supported him.
Much indeed. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. 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 Ó tún yá ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari.
Well, that is Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ from Wasiu, a very popular Yoruba artist. I've been listening carefully to some of you there as well that are all excited about the Asiwaju, coming in. Let's listen to him one more time before we start preparing the end of the program. This will be a video that I will keep here for record purpose. We'll continue to use it. And this is what Tinubu said during or after the Juma service in Abuja.
So carry the body to face the challenge and keep me in good health to be able to fulfill the dream and the aspiration of millions of our people. And there's a covenant that you have to really pursue. Other than that, why are you in politics?
Well, you heard him very well there. We will take note of so many things, but that video will be one of our record that we will be continuing to analyze in the long run. Just to the Yoruba people that are out there, whether you are for Yoruba nation or not, whether you are still with the Afenifere that believe in a structure, whether you are for Tinubu that believes in repairing Nigeria and bring the glory of Nigeria back. Nobody can bring the glory of Nigeria back. It is too late. You are trying to bring a glory of 250 million ethnic people that will be very difficult to operate with. We can slow the situation by all coming on a round table and decide the future. Don't expect this kind of conversation to come up in Nigeria in so many fora, conferences, meetings, engagement. Not that some of them are doing very well in Nigeria. I'm talking about some of our very good elites. But for them, it's like, why do we want to start afresh when we can amend what we have? Think about some of your loved ones that have passed away trying to save Nigeria. Think about those that are still alive, but the situation is becoming alarming. A Yoruba presidency is not going to change as much. It will just slow things down for a couple of more years. But the long run is if we do nothing now, the future of the Yoruba people in Nigeria will continue to be undermined. It does not matter how many development Tinubu brings to Yoruba land, whether with a good road network, the hospitals, the connection from city to city, 24 hours electricity. That is just some of the temporary measures. But the long-term measure is for the Yoruba people to have their own right to self-determination, to have their own countries. We've talked about different countries that are very smaller in numbers, operating with their own currency, operating with their own passport, respected at least to some extent. Some are not respected, but at least we have been known already under the international global community. The Yoruba people are not new to any part of the world. The only difference is, how do we make ourselves to shine better than the current state of things that we have? Like I said, we are meant to agree and disagree. There's nothing wrong in that. That has always been part of life. We cannot all remain the same. Our views, our ideology, something that, we need to run the government as it's going to start today or in the next 48 hours. There's nothing wrong in that. Nigeria has been running anyway for 63 years. Democracy has been running for 24 to 23 years thereabout. But do we want to live our life trying to run something that each and every one of us knows the undertone? Why not let us think about it? Have a better system. Have a better opportunity. It has nothing to do with your church. It has nothing to do with your mosque. It has nothing to do with our, traditional institution. But it's got a lot to do with our culture, our language. English still remains the official language of Nigeria as of today, because Nigeria is still a country, okay? Don't be deceived by that nonsense, Jabajantis, stupid, nonentic, bipolar woman that comes out and say rubbish. You can see I don't even want to reference to her because she's a waste of time. But I pity a lot of you that continue to listen to the garbage, because all I can say is she's just becoming much pain, from some of our nonsense rhetorics. Some of you know the truth, that the process that is already in place, that is working, but because you do not want to follow that process under the leadership of one person alone. And that is why we are having a divided union among us. The only person that is leading the struggle as the leader, not the leader of the Yoruba country or the Yoruba organization or the Yoruba Afenifere. I am talking about the leader of the Yoruba self-determination movement today. Is no one more than Professor Adebanjo Akintoye. That nonsense woman that her name even doesn't shine at all. Because what she has done is manipulate the minds of so many of you. Some of you thought you can even wear these outfits in Lagos, in Ogun State. As of today, you must be dreaming. If you put on this outfit in Nigeria today, the military would deal with your forefathers. So, we understand how the game has been played. Slow down the movement as much as she can. She has been able to succeed to some extent. But all the garbage coming out from those that are speaking on her behalf, she knows that her time is now coming up. And that is why she has even come out to say, she hasn't given anybody a date of when their interim nonsense is going to come out. We are just 6 minutes before the end of the program. Dupe, virulent, scammer, the most fraudsters in 21st century. Just as we've seen Escobar, we've seen a lot of different fraudsters around the world. Hush Puppy was one. Hush Puppy had more than 1 million followers on his Instagram. Each time Hush Puppy bá post nǹkan, people went underneath and prayed. We call on Jen that Hush Puppy. Eventually, one day, after a lot of gathering of information, Hush Puppy was not just picked up in Dubai. The same Dubai that he was operating, he was able to travel to so many other countries apart from few countries. A lot of Nigerians loved him. Hush Puppy is now serving time. Look where the virulent scammer will serve a time, whether through the karma that is going to come on earth, for changing the mindset of people that think that, we are the one creating more problems. Some of you living outside Nigeria, you think that we are as stupid as some of you. Some of you looking at me right now, you are all crazy and shiri. Ẹ fi pé mi stupid bí ẹ̀yin. Tẹ́yin bá stupid, èmi ò stupid. Ẹ̀yin àti stupidity yín pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ní kẹjọ máa gbéra yín káàkiri. One thing is, ojú ló ń kán ìbòjì, òun ń bọ̀ níbẹ̀. But one thing is, you will not get a Yoruba country without this man. Kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe sí. It might be something you don't want to allow me to say all the time. Tí kò bá sí Ìgbòho, Yoruba nation yẹn ò ní wáyé. Kò ń ṣe tẹnu nítorí pé kí ni? Akíkanjú tó jókòó tó ń wò. Like I said, I spoke to him yesterday. It's a private conversation. Some of you do not even hear from him, but he's there. He knows whatever is happening in Nigeria more than you and me. The North knows him and they know what he's capable of doing. Tinubu knows what Igboho is capable of doing, and that's why they have done everything to just tell him, if possible, fi Yoruba nation sílẹ̀. Igboho sọ pé òun á sacrifice in tóun ní fún Yoruba nation. Ìwọ kọ́ ló ṣe máa sọ fún Igboho pé kó connect pẹ̀lú àwọn olóṣèlú. Olóṣèlú mọ Igboho ju èmi àti ẹ lọ. Wọ́n mọ capacity ẹ̀ ní federal, ní state, ní gbogbo 36 states of Nigeria. Kò sí anybody tá lè pè ní àwọn warlord nínú Nigeria tí kò fún Igboho ní ọ̀wọ̀ tiẹ̀. Wọ́n mọ ibi tí ó dé, wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ ibi tí ó lè ṣiṣẹ́ dé. Tí wọ́n tó ní fẹ́ gba Yoruba nation, tó ń condemn Igboho, tó ń condemn Chief Ayiloge, ó ń condemn gbogbo àwa tá à ń ṣe Yoruba nation. Àti ìwọ tó wà ní Dublin, ìyá jágbajàgba. I don't have to mention your name. Some of you are just so stupid, thinking that Igboho is fighting for himself. Gbogbo àpárapátá, 800 years from now, we will all be dead and gone. But this man will be worshipped for the rest of the generation of the Yoruba people. We will continue to appreciate him. Likewise, we will continue to give him love. As I leave you tonight, I pray that àwọn tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, àwọn onílẹ̀, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba wá dì pẹ̀lú yín látòkè délẹ̀, because you were also the obstacle to the Yoruba nation struggle because of the agenda of one person, which is Bola Tinubu. 8 years ló ní ní ojúpò. Mo sọ fún yín pé some of you ní wọ pátá jáde when that uprising starts. It might be tomorrow, it might be a year from now, it might be 3 years from now. But uprising tá à ń sá fún yẹn, ó máa wáyé. Ó ń lòdì ni. À ń fi fáírọ́ọ̀sì sínú ẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́. Nígbà tó bá máa fi expose, everybody will come for each and everybody. Ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú, you think you are powerful. Ẹ fi pẹ̀ lágbára. Ẹni sójà, ẹni this, ẹni that. A ní kájọ jókòó, tọmọlúàbí. Kájọ gbéyẹ̀wò. In tá à ń sọ nìyẹn. Ẹni ká shut up. Ẹni kí la fẹ́ ṣe. Ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn Kosovian. ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn Serbian, ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn East Timorians, ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ti go through and go through. But one thing is, nobody will stop the Biafra when they start their trouble. Tí Biafra bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà wọn, ripple effect á wá sísàlẹ̀, and the system will shut down, and maybe everybody will get sense. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Ibi tí a máa parí ètò ti èmi sí ni, èmi àbúrò yín náà ni, èmi ọmọ yín, tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí KOKIMEDIA. Kò pé méjì, awo Ìgbòho ìṣàdólẹ̀. Mo sọ fún yín pé loyalty mi àti Ìgbòho kò sẹ́ni tó lè tọwọ́ bọ̀. Bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. And that's how far. Oh, right to sorry again. All right. Well, it is all welcome. If you marry money, I say a very good morning. Enjoy the rest of the morning as I leave you in the hands of Eledumare. Mokibugu Alenkan say, and we play the anthem and we close the broadcast. Adura watiba, kala fọkàn wa balẹ̀. Ìgbòho ni máa kí gbogbo yín ní gbogbo ìgbà tí bá ti wà lórí program. Àlàáfíà ni bàbá wa, kò séwu rárá. Ibi tó wà, ó fọwọ́ lérí, ohun gbogbo ṣe ń lọ. Lásìkò bá tó, Elédùmarè á sọ ìgbésẹ̀ tá a máa gbé. Àní rí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, ó dàárọ̀. Bakers, my brother, Odaro, and Riveno. Bye for now. Kunle Bakers in your KOKIMEDIA.
Ẹ má fojú ko eruku ata abẹ́ ń bẹ eruku ata tí o ti fojú ko bàbá wà gbogbo Nàìjíríà ẹ má fojú ko ata ẹ lójú. Ọmọ Oòduà ọ̀gá Fúlàní ló jẹ́ o. Yorùbá nation yìí ti gbogbo wa ni. Kó má gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò sílùú mìíràn.
life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.
And Shalom, Olayolamasun, Odaro. This is Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Eshegoni Yawi Comfort, Ologunja. This is 1 to 3. YòRÀBÁ, Adewale Kayode, àti ẹ̀yin quiet and silent listener. Frandudu, Lowosha, worldwide. Odaro.